Say your fight club, we're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring. With every epic clash, hear the crowd sing. Figure fight club, we're repping the crew. Welcome, welcome to Figure Fight Club, where collectors come to play. Discussions from relevance to hot toys shaped by collecting weight. Pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey in action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flop at the front. Welcome with the flop at the front. Raise your drinks up high and let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In Figure Fight Club, we welcome you. Welcome with the flop at the front.
Welcome to Figure Fight Club. It is Friday night. Hope you guys are having fun. It's time to have a drink. Time to listen in, ask some questions. We have an awesome guest for you guys tonight. But before, Talib couldn't be here tonight, so let me go ahead and bring out my other co-host. He is part of the Mad Tea Party.
Yes, very well, sir. Very well, yes. I do enjoy a spot of tea. That is wonderful. Little biscuit. Yeah.
He said biscuit.
little crumpet. Little biscuit.
Little biscuit, little crumpet. Well, welcome you guys who are joining us in the chat. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. Scott Hughes, thank you for dropping those links, man. I really appreciate that. Everyone give him a round of applause because he definitely deserves it. But let's not make our guests wait any longer. I actually...
Yes, that would be quite rude. Yes.
I actually got a song for him, just for him, so...
Every day I stay call me Mr. Every day I stay
welcome back.
Yes. What's up, boys?
It has the beats that beat.
I love the lyrics. I always stay flipping.
Is this bit over? Do I have to keep doing it?
you can do it.
I thought you were going to do that for the rest of the show. Yes.
It would be interesting. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks for inviting me.
Hey, thanks for jumping on. I really appreciate that. Granted, it was like 2-3 months after I sent you a message, you actually finally looked at it.
You know what? I got to put you on a lot. This is not a flex, but there's a lot of DMs that go through. But now Figure Fight Club is all on my radar, and you get the express pipeline next time. You know what I mean?
Express pipeline. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Sexy too, actually.
But yes, no. Thanks for the invite, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And did you order pizza tonight? That's my first question.
No, you know what? I was going to order pizza. I was looking at the Papa John's Parmesan crust pizza. I was like, dude, I'm all about that. And then by the time I got out of work, my wife had made some food. So you know what I mean? Like if she's making food, I'm like, I got to eat that food. I can't order pizza. But I think I'm going to LA tomorrow for a convention. Oh, is that laser? Oh God. Anyway, if I'm going to Laserpan to LA. Look, he's on my fucking head now. I'm going to LA for a convention, and I think I'm going to have pizza over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to satiate my pizza. You know why I'm going to have pizza? Because it's actually a TMNT convention.
Oh.
It's like they do it in Burbank. It's like it's the whole thing. So tomorrow's going to be pizza day.
You gonna go in cosplay?
I mean, this kind of is my cosplay. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought gonna go as like Casey Jones or something.
No, you know what? I actually have that Casey mask. Remember NECA had that Casey mask or whatever? I have that somewhere. I don't know. Maybe. Depends. We'll see. Oh, I like the fez, dude.
That's his normal look. Yep.
That's the normal.
he is called the Fez.
I like it.
There's Laser Pants is asking, would you eat a turtle meat pizza?
Oh, this is gonna be a long show, guys.
Oh yeah, you don't want turtle meat.
And the Laser Pants show. Would you eat a turtle meat pizza?
I live in the state of many meats. Turtle is not amongst them.
Wait, what state are you in?
Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. Okay. I mean, I
Were
grew
you
up in
driving
Florida.
Florida?
Oh yeah. See,
So
you go driving
we
down
ate
the road,
everything.
you see that dead gator roadkill and that tail's missing.
Oh,
yeah, you know.
That's bad, dude. No turtle meat. You don't eat turtles. Come on, dude. Come on, Laser Pants. Get your fucking questions right.
I think maybe in Washington State they do.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they probably eat everything. It's always rainy and miserable. Come on.
Yeah,
He's obviously a man of taste and likes good Hawaiian pizza. Little
Dude,
pineapple
I'll
and
crush a
and
Hawaiian
ham on there.
pizza.
Yeah, I knew you were my man. I knew
No
it.
pineapple on pizza? No thanks, man. Hell no.
I'll crush. Dude, there's very little you could put on pizza. I'm talking about normal shit, not like we'll put like something stupid. But there's very little in the acceptable pizza topping range that I won't eat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. You know, since you have some pickups, let's go ahead and talk about the pickups. What'd you get? What do you want to show off?
Ooh, me. What I got a few pickups here. Okay. The first pickup I got is this horse. Okay. Don't ask me why I bought it, but it's who makes this? Fish Toys. I love all these like.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about this Fish Toys?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I like all these like third-party companies. I feel like they all create their names on the same day. Like they're just like, hey, we got the product ready. What's our name? And they're like, Fish. How about like they all. None of them are really that thought out. But yeah, so Fish Toys has this. This is the white horse, even though it's not white, right? Yeah, no, it is. I guess. Yeah, horse basic model. So I'm gonna pair this up maybe with Gandalf. We'll see. So I got this guy.
Have you opened that? Have you opened one of those fish horses yet?
No, this is my first. Have you?
I don't have
They
one.
are the articulation on those things are amazing.
I heard, and for people that don't know in the chat, it's got real hair as well. So I mean, not.
Does
real.
it come with a brush? You have to brush it.
You know what? I'm secure enough that I think I'll brush the horse's hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No, I mean, I'm just curious if like the rooted hair stuff. I heard you have to kind of give it like a wash and a cleaning and like a brushing.
You might, yeah. Like, yeah.
My Little Pony,
a little doll-like, but it's okay. And then I got this. I haven't opened it yet. Okay, this Tony the Tiger by Jada Toys. That by the way, guys, I'm predicting too that I so far. Unless Mezco drops something wild, I think Jada Toys is going to have the hottest exclusive with their Street Fighter on fire being fucking thrown back guy. So that's my prediction. But I got this guy off Amazon because I cannot find any Jada shit in stores, at least in the stores that I go to. So I got this, and then because I let my fucking punk co-host entice me and convince me, I bought this sexy zombie ghost girl Don't ask me why. I mean, you probably can guess why, but I was like,
I have it too. I get it.
You
I think Bobby's neighbor told us this morning.
Show of hands. How many guys have the mummy, hot, sexy mummy chick? It is
half a hand because I want it. I don't have it yet.
You know, they're coming out with a non-dead version.
I know, and I ordered her too because I'm stupid. But
Dude, there's another figure that has bigger knockers than that. That Articulated Ninja showed off on his show a couple of weeks ago. I ordered it.
I gotta catch up. That's on brand for the Ninja. You know what I mean? He's all about. Dude, that guy is so influential in the hot action figure space. I remember he showed that cami, that Storm Collectibles cami. Like I was like the one that's like she's got like I forgot what costume it is, but I went and I bought it like the next day. I was like, he made it look, but he's got that good photography and Ninja makes great videos because he just makes it all smooth. He's like, all right, and now I got the, he has that voice.
That voice, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, that guy, I kudos to him, man. He's got that toy tuber. I'm gonna try to make it to that. Depending on, I got to see what's going on with my kid. She has to maybe have like an operation or something in August. But if that does not happen, I am definitely into this toy tuber thing. I can't believe he put that shit together, man. That's fucking wild.
It is. We're all excited for it. I know I'm going. Max, are you going to that?
There is no way I'm getting to New Jersey. DFW is my until after the end of this year, DFW is probably the only thing I'm getting to this year.
Where is DFW again?
Dallas Fort Worth, the action figure toy show.
Okay. That's the one that Bobby is going to have that green, right? Like the Dude, I was on the stream.
That's exclusive for that, for the Fury, Praetorian Fury.
Yeah, dude, that thing looks fucking great. I think I might grab 2 of those. If they sell it online and it's not some fucking shit show.
The great thing about the way Bobby does exclusives, and I so wish everybody else would just get on board with this theory. He'll do your exclusive is you're gonna have it a few months before everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's eventually it's going to be available for everybody. And that's the way it should be. Okay. You got it first. You get to play with it before all your friends do. And then everybody gets a chance at it. And that's respect, man.
That's what toys are all about, is making. I like when people feel bad because I got something first. Like when I show my friends something and they go, wait a minute, I got to wait 3 months to get that. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I feel really good. I'm like, yeah, I did. I made that guy feel like.
See how that feels?
That's what it's all about, boys. Right?
No, I'm very excited for that Praetorian to come out because Bobby reached out to me. He's like, "Do you want me to make a special case for you?" I was like, "Yes, please." I buy it from Bobby like he's Costco for me. So.
No, Bobby makes some great shit. I gotta spotlight some of Bobby's stuff. The thing I'm like so all over the place. I actually like his stuff more than the classified stuff, and I have a few classified figures. I just don't have enough of them, and I feel like there's other people that talk about like kind of like soldier specific figures more than I do. So it's like super on brand, but like that one I like because they're green, which I'm like, I don't know, anything like green I just like love, and also like I don't know, it might go with some of my turtle shit, so it could be one of these things that's like on brand. But he makes really good stuff. I like how Laser Pants is like, I don't know where DFW. Why should I immediately know what DFW means? Why he's making it seem like, of course.
I mean, not everyone knows it.
It's gonna be like this for the next hour. Or you're just gonna. You don't have to say everything you think, Ryan. That's all I got to say. He's gonna text me after this. And be like,
So LP is actually one of my wrenches too. He's one of the moderators for the show.
Oh God, I'm in enemy territory. I just noticed this wrench. Hey, Laser Pants, delete your own comments.
I will say this. I've yet to see him produce a rap to contest the epic one that you put out.
That is true. There was no rebuttal.
As the way things go, you're top dog right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he never even responded.
Right?
Yeah.
Where's the response,
Dude,
Ryan?
That was
Laser Pants. Where's the response?
How about when like he showed it on his channel and Bobby couldn't have been more bored? Like he was just like he got zero amusement out. It was just like, yeah. Anyway, so let's move on with.
I totally just lost my wrench on 3POA. I know it.
Let's get back on topic. Did you get anything else?
Do I probably do, but hold on a second. There's tons of Super 7 stuff here. Just kidding. Come on, guys. You gotta make some jokes. I did fuck.
Did you pre-order that Sky Cutter? Is that what you're saying?
No, I did not you know what? I want to review. I know I got one more thing. I want to review it, but I don't want to get into the whole fucking okay, I don't see it here. I think it's in the other room. But I got the Mezco Crab Louie.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've played with it before.
Oh,
I wasn't a big fan of it.
You were not a fan of it?
I was not, me personally.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
any reason why, or just normal Mezco shit? Or
I mean, I'm a big Mezco fan. It just didn't feel good to me. No.
Got it. Yeah,
see, and I'm the other end of the spectrum. I don't own a single Mezco figure.
Really?
But all of the ones did you just say, do I need some help? Yes, I do. I do need help. All the ones, they're Gomez, they're Crab Louie. Those things are fantastic. I love it. Nobody else is putting out anything like that. It's, when you look at it, that's a Mezco. And it's
right. Right away.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not, What's so? And then I'm gonna text him, and he'll be the sweetest guy. That's what's fucked up about Ryan. You're like, hey man, hey, cool, thanks, buddy. You know what I mean? And then what I'm saying is, you're a fucking phony. All right, Mr. Wrench, Mr. Wrench with power. He's abusing his power, dude.
Yeah, I've noticed that actually.
Yeah, but yes, that is everything.
So Crab Louie, okay.
Crab Louie. I mean, I have pre-orders up the wazoo. I mean, we all do, right?
Yeah.
But that's everything that is here that I have
like
to.
Crazy.
What happened?
Just talking about those pre-orders and the
sheer
amount of volume that they're dropping right now.
Yeah, I hate that feeling of dread where I get like 6 like BBTS emails, like arrived, and I'm like, oh god, no! And then it's like I realize I gotta pay. I gotta pay for all that. Breaking my tough guy facade. Ooh, facade. It's a good word, Ryan.
It is, yeah.
Good job, buddy.
He used proclivities the other day. He's all into these big words lately.
Yeah, he's
I feel like he reads it on purpose and then makes sure to say it on the stream. He'll study one up.
He's like, what's a word I could fucking burn him with? Thank you, Rowdy Riles, on the great comment, and Derek Dalzell.
Yep.
25 pounds of flint. 25 pounds. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
Thank you. I am very thankful, by the way, for everybody that supported that.
I'm seriously waiting for, what's the company that does the life-size Kenner? Is it Gentle Giant? They do like the 6-foot Boba Fett.
I think they need the license. I don't think I think they're not doing very well right now. So I think that time is over. But yes, I think they used to.
I would give anything for a life-size Flipboard. That needs to happen. You need to get.
Oh well,
you might be able to save the company.
You're talking to the right person.
So I had the thing that I besides like just coming up with like some kind of like a wave 2 or something that I desperately wanted to do because it's actually doable is I wanted to do a little statuette, something small, you know, like 1/10 scale, in the Conan the Barbarian style, where instead of lifting the sword, is it kind of like lifting the flipper, you know, like and you know, maybe there's like, I don't know, like Hot Maiden, you know, grabbing his leg type of, like that kind of thing. That's
little
the
Frazetta
only,
style. Yeah,
like exactly like Frazetta type thing, which I thought could be fun. And then he's surrounded by loot and the piss tank and the fucking the whole the thing that all the shit in his bag. I would love to do that at some point.
Stu for lunch is asking, did Hatter try one of the late night Doritos in the AM to see if the taste truly carpe noctem?
Thanks, Stu. You stole my question, Stu.
That is a great question. Of course, I attacked those Doritos in the morning like they were robbing me. You know what I mean? I went in hard on and I went in with a lot of Doritos because like I'm trying to do like I'm doing like a thing now where I'm just eating like in a certain time window. But as soon as like I consider 10 a.m. in the morning, as soon as 10 a.m. hit, I cleaned out 2/3 of that bag. And I'm happy to report that it still has, as soon as I ate it, it felt like a sexy, like late night kind of snack, even though it was in the day. So I don't know, the geniuses in Doritos somehow were able to put a time of day into potato chips or tortilla chips, whatever, however you want. What was the Dorito anyway?
So on a scale of Pringles to Ruffles, how were they?
Oh fuck! Wait, are we talking about sour cream and onion? Okay, well, all right. I'll give you my metric on the Doritos scale. Just on Doritos, it goes. Cool Ranch is the top for me. It's tough to beat, but I would give it.
Of course, yeah.
I would give it Cool Ranch, spicy nacho, and then I'd put it right below. I would put that. It really is not, no pun intended, a flavor of the month. Like it was a legit flavor. So I would put that third in terms of the Doritos hierarchy. Now, if you're talking about the overall hierarchy, I mean, that gets a little difficult. Sour cream Pringles. Yeah, you got to write this down. I mean, I'll go through a can. I'll go through a tennis ball can of sour cream Pringles on the way home. So it's tough. That's still kind of
it happens.
That's up there.
I ain't gonna shame you.
No, that's you know how many times that's happened on the way home. I come back and my wife is taking the groceries out and she sees a quarter of a can of Pringles. You know, I'm made of flesh and bone, guys. You know what I mean? Like I have temptations, you know, like there's I can't resist. I can't resist that. Also, you don't hear toddler noise, do you? I can lower the mic if you do.
I don't.
Okay. All right. I have a little one and she's very I mean, she's my daughter, so you can guess. Like, she's very.
You
loud.
let that kid do whatever she wants to do.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, both of my kids are awake right now too, and they're normally in bed or about to be in bed, like now.
Got it.
I could hear one of them watching TV. So.
Mine's right over there on a computer ignoring me. So yeah, grateful for those times.
Got it. Okay. What about Flipboard and Santa? Okay, so. Here's an exclusive. I did a mini comic that comes with Flipboard. I'm actually very proud of it. I know that sometimes people throw those away, but I take them real seriously. Like I have like a writing background, and I was like, I really want to make this like a funny thing. So I had this idea, just speaking of Flipboard Santa Claus, of like the story is something like, I don't have it all fleshed out, but it's something like. Flipboard has to get rid of a bunch of shit during Christmas, knocks out Santa Claus, puts on his costume. Katja is dressed up like an elf or something. And what he does is he is like a mall Santa. And when the kids are like, hey, I want this, he says, well, you know, you're in luck because I can get that for you for this much. You know what I mean? So a little kid will sit on his lap, be like, I want a his tang. And it'd be like, well, I have a his tank. So he's flipping things to the mothers and the parents, and until they find out that he's not Santa, and shenanigans happen. So that's that to me was funny because I'm like, that That's
Did
what
he
like a
just
real
say shenanigans?
would do. What happened? But yes, that's. I would like to do a. But maybe that's something if I can get that shopping cart funded, because I have this shopping cart from fucking hell that I want to do. So if I can get that funded, then I would do it, because then I could put like a reindeer on it or something like that. Okay, I'll figure that part out. But I would. That's my long way of saying I would like to do that.
That
I can't wait to get my hands on a flip ore. You, sweetie, you had me at piss tank.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes. What's so funny, I got to give credit to my co-pilot on my lives, Johnny, aka Jonathan Maxwell, aka the lesser of the two of our podcasts, because that kid really went with it and made an amazing box. Because all I told him was like, dude, I know you know how to do this shit. I want to do something called the piss tank. All I know is it's gotta be very suggestive, and it's gotta shoot what looks like piss. Okay. And he's like, I got a thing. Dude, and in a day, this guy rocked out, like, because the art for the piss tank box, there's art all over like, it looks like a G.I. Joe box. It's got like the back where it's got the grid on there. It's got the other side that has. I was like, dude, you overachieved. I can't compete with the other boxes. I gotta give him credit.
He nailed it.
He rocked that
it's
thing.
It's fantastic. Man. Yeah.
It definitely looked good.
No edibles today. I wanted to be respectful to Figure Fight Club here and not go in. That's something I do for like 3POA. Let's face it, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, go in, it doesn't matter. But like, I wanted to come in all respectful, like, and yeah.
I appreciate that. So let's get into the topic. Or I guess, Max, do you have anything to pick up wise to show off?
The only thing I want to do is I want to remind everybody to check your Barnes and Noble.
What?
Nobody ever thinks Barnes and Noble has really been stepping up their game. They had the full set. I think somebody beat me to M. Bison, which was Cammy and him were the only two figures I wanted anyway. But they have been stepping up their game. They've got a lot more adult collectibles, if that's a real thing. Adults aren't fucking real. But
I'm just surprised you have a Barnes & Noble near you.
Yeah, well, it's an hour up the road, just like everything else is with me. And also want to remind everybody, next week, Dallas-Fort Worth, exclusive stickers. I will burn the ones I don't give away in the parking lot. So
it's a nice sticker.
The Fez. Yeah, look,
the art's real nice. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's just it's all right.
I can't like it.
He
just want to toot his own horn. It's good.
Yeah, I do my own work, so
that's your art.
I hate everything I do. So as a good artist should.
Yes,
you can't be an artist and like what you do.
I heard. A good quote about this is a quote about writers, but it applies to artists. Is a writer is somebody who hates everything he does. It was something like that, and I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, that's work on it. They're like, well, when Max, I want to be an artist too. When will I know I've made it? When you look at everything you do and fucking hate it.
Yeah.
That's you're there. You're there.
It's true.
Go home. Nothing more to do.
Impossible Pie is here.
Impossible Pie is here. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. Chat, Mad Hatter for life. And,
Impossible Pie is one of the tried and true of the Hatter channel. Although I did see him on 3POA, it made me a little sad. I was like, oh man, but it's okay.
He likes to show up around here once in a while too. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's like you guys like steakhouses, but you also go to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like taste can vary. By the way, thank you to the chat. Some very nice supportive Flipboard comments in the chat. I do see them and I appreciate them. Thank you, everybody.
Nobody wants to see my fat ass.
Well, I was gonna say, Impossible Pie. Thank you for the super chat. You get a video.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
I forget that I can push buttons.
That's a good video. You see, Ryan, that's how you got to fucking roll, okay? Like, this guy, I was on his chat. Remember, Abby, you were there, and he was getting all this money. And what do you get for your money? You know what? If people don't know, here's what you get. He puts on glasses. He puts on sunglasses, and he's like, "Hey," and it's like, no, Ryan, we don't want to see that. Put up like a hot chick. How about something like that? Give somebody. Can you imagine giving somebody $100 and you just get this fucking dude like just in his sunglasses? We don't care.
Well, I also have this one. It's a super chat video.
All right, that one was a little bit of a turn on. I gotta admit, okay.
Right? It just, it just makes him a little stiff.
All right,
It's the swoop. That's what does it. Hair care products. I can't say. No, nobody's here to kink shame.
No, of course not.
yeah, the product works so well. I'm gonna go pretty quick because I picked up a bunch of shit like always. I got another blokey. We have another co-host, Talib. He can't be here just yet. I think he'll show up around 10:30, 10:45, but eventually he'll show up. But he's big into blokies. That's my second one. This one came in Spider-Man.
Oh, that's out. Okay.
Yeah.
Just in time for they're going to be re-releasing another one in another month. So.
Yeah, that's very true. My son just got a Nintendo Switch for his birthday, so I felt nostalgic, and I got a Link and a Zelda since I saw them at the store. And I was going to give it to him, but I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to keep it. I'm going through a Star Wars phase again, so fuck me. But I got these. That's just going to go on display. I got these guys right here, or the AT-AT trooper.
Oh, that's my boys right
I
there.
always love the design of those
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
And then I realized I'm going to make a pirate shelf too from Star Wars, so I'm going to get one of those in there too.
Ooh.
And that's Brutus from that one shitty show I just watched recently, and I really just like that character, so that worked out well.
Yeah, no, I like it. Hey, you're a good dad. You got your kid a Switch too.
I didn't buy it for him. His aunt did.
Oh, got it.
I just bought all the games. It was a Switch 1,
Yeah.
not even the 2.
Switch one.
That's still. I had to beg and get a job, and it was when I wanted shit. So that's I like those Zelda. That Link wasn't the was that the? It's not Fig Arts or SMH. Was that the Fig Arts Link or?
No, this is like Nintendo. It was like $10.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's not that great.
Who makes it?
Articulation.
Who makes that? Did you look on the box? I've seen a couple of them at Walmart.
I think it's the isn't that the same company that does like the Altered Beast?
Yeah,
Streets of Rage and all that.
Yeah, it's the same company that does that. Yeah. Because the box is exactly the same. I don't know who makes it, but I mean, for a $10 figure, it actually has pretty decent articulation. It's not great articulation, nor is it great joint. The plastic is not amazing, but it's still not bad.
Okay, Jax. Jax Pacific.
Oh, the Jax
Pacific is this technically isn't a pickup right now, but I have been. I think I'm almost caught up on their Simpsons line. The not the small one, but the one that's like 4 inches.
Yeah,
whatever.
4 or 5 inches. Yeah,
dude, they're fucking great, man. For the money,
yeah.
Like, dude, I look at those and I'm like, how did Super 7 fuck this up, man? Like that's. I don't know if you guys know, but it's like Simpsons license is one of the hardest licenses to get. It is. People have described it as like it's like the peak of like difficult, meaning a license that is gettable that is hard to get. Not like, let's say, Mad Max, where it's like it's just not gettable. Simpsons is a gettable license, but it's hard to get. And it's just like every time I look at the Jack stuff, and I'm like, man, they're 5 waves in. This makes so much sense. Why didn't it's so simple? But like they overcomplicate. I'm still upset about like that that whole fucking line that just went away. You know.
You know, I have a theory on that it's just subpar 7 is just so it's ingrained in them that they've got to that everything's got to be a deep cut. Everything's got to just be obscure, like, you know, some kind of hipster mentality that oh, you wouldn't get this. You wouldn't get this Mo reference, or you wouldn't get that, you know, so we're putting out a figure about that. I really think that is their problem, because out of all the waves that they did of Simpsons, did you get any of the original cast? The original, you know,
that's what
Art, Lisa,
that's what was so stupid about what was so stupid about Wave 1, Wave 2, not one. I mean, they had Astronaut Homer. Who the fuck wants an Astronaut Homer in the first wave? You want to like start building up?
You wouldn't get it, Hatter. You wouldn't get it. You didn't see that 1 5-second clip in that episode.
No, dude. You know what? You are 100% spot on. And I'm not just saying this as a guess. I'm as a guess. GUESS. I spoke to a few people after that whole layoff. I'm not going to out who this is, but he said exactly what you said. But from a position where he knows, I go, what went wrong? And he's like, here's the problem. Brian Flynn made his bones as like a record poster guy in San Francisco. What does that translate into? Hipster, you know, like moves that are kind of edgy, moves that are like, I'm not going to do. I watch A24 movies. I don't watch studio movies. I watch and you know, and I'm not even saying that as a derogatory, unless you're talking about moving product. Then it's very bad, because like you can't have it. It's not cool in his circles to be like, I'm going to release a Simpsons wave and the first guy's going to be Homer, which it should be regular Homer, right? It should, like, that should be the thing. But that's exactly what you said, probably almost verbatim. Is he's like, he still approaches it from this, like, you know, everybody's doing this, we're gonna do that, but like, dude, do that shit for like records and low budget indie movies. Like, don't do that shit for toys that you're trying to move. You want to sell as many as you can.
It would have been fine, you know, just mix it in a little salt with your pepper. Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yeah,
just you want to put out through. You know, it's a numbers game, but
that's a spot on assessment, because that's what ended up happening. And look, I don't know if you guys know, but I had heard. I mean, it's pretty much confirmed. They lost their Comic-Con booth for SDCC. That's a big thing, because you don't get that back. Like once you the waiting list to get into a Comic-Con booth, to get a booth at Comic-Con is years long. So it's a big deal to lose that. And they'll still have their store that's overpriced, which is another thing. It's like you have to have a brick and mortar store in San Diego and San Francisco, literally the most expensive 2 cities in California, which is the most expensive state. So it's like shit like that, where it's just like, of course you have to lay off a bunch of people. And I get a little heated, because like I know at least 4 of the guys that got laid off, and they're all great artists, man. You would hire them for anything. You would hire them for any line. And they're just, you know, like, that's a very niche skill. Like creating toys is a niche skill. It's not like you can, I'll just get a job anywhere. Like it sucks.
Yeah. No, that's horrible. It's Jay Gonzo with a 1. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, anybody lose. I don't want to see anybody lose a job.
Right.
It's maybe Flynn, but you know.
Yeah, but you know what, Flynn is
on a working level. I don't want to see anybody lose their job.
Right.
On a corporate level, fuck them.
Yeah. The sad thing is though, a dude like Flynn is a dude who doesn't really need the like. This dude lives in the hills in San Francisco, where, you know, like, overlooks the fucking bridge where the apes were. You know what I mean? It's like he's right on the highest mountain. But yeah, it is what it is. What's up, Gonzo? Gonzo is another tried and true. He always gives me the boom when I see him.
Always. And Gonzo with a $2 super chat. Mad Hatter, thank you for the flipboard. Arrived last night. Salute. Thank you, Gonzo, for the super chat.
Oh, would you look at that? A super chat. But let's keep it going. I like the energy. Let's keep it up.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's how you fucking do it. Laser.
She's actually one of our co-hosts for Tuesday.
Notes on how to. Ryan, can you take notes on how to thank people properly? We got it. You put on the glasses. We're done. We're done with that. Let's bring in some bring in some hot chicks. Do something. Do a little song and dance. You know what it is. What bothers me is that I know that Ryan can be clever. It's like with the rap song. I knew I was going to trash him, but I wanted to push him to do something back. You know what I mean? I'm trying to I'm trying to up his power level, but he just refuses. You know what I mean? So it's just like he's kind of stuck in his ways.
I mean, he just hit 100 episodes, though. He did say he was getting ego off of it, so maybe you never know.
I know.
The LP
he also
might
made like $100,000 on that episode, which is very bothersome. It really bothered me. I was like looking at it, just eating my knuckles, like, how much
with all
money?
With all that star power on screen, of course. Laser Press just said,
you know what's so fucked up is like literally like 50 of us came out there to help him generate money like it was like some fundraiser. It's like it's 100 episodes. It's a big deal. But that's what we did. We all got suckered, guys.
Laser Press just said I will cost my event pro for super chats.
See,
I got a super chat waiting. Let's do this. How much you need?
He's busy helping him.
There's no
Leave
orphanages
the chitlins out of it.
There's no orphanages in Washington. I looked it up.
See, Blake is true here. Yes, me and Abby gave $10,000 each of that $100,000.
It was one of those things where at first I was kind of like this. I was like I see super chats and I'm like, good for Ryan. I was also on an edible that night, but I was like, yeah, good for Ryan. And then as they kept going, I'm like, okay, like I think we could slow down a little bit. And then as they kept going, I'm like, this fucking piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? I was just getting angrier and angrier and then he tries to do that fake humble thing that he does, where he's like, guys, thank you, so much for this. We know you're not humble about it, Ryan. Okay, so stop. Why am I trashing? Why do I immediately? He brings something out of me.
Man, honestly, I can't believe he made it through that episode without falling over. By that 7th shot, I was starting to get worried for him because I've worked in a bar and I recognize when that client on the other side of the counter gives you that 1,000-yard gaze, and he was just like. Starting to get a little wobbly.
I was hoping he would just get so freaking drunk.
No, dude, there was a beautiful moment where he was introing something that Bobby did, and I think he was queuing up the video for the Praetorian or whatever, and he like completely and I just started laughing because he was like, all right, here's the video, like just something like that, and I was like, please tell me somebody caught that. Like it was fucking hilarious.
I was feeling for the guy. Whew.
It's okay.
That was a lot.
Money helps cushion the.
It doesn't help in the cushions.
The blow. Okay, if I made $100,000 in one night, I can take a hangover.
That is very true. All right, let's go down to the conversation piece of it. So, Hatter, how long have you been collecting for?
Oh shit!
Or did you just, never stop or start as an adult?
I feel like I don't think I ever. Fuck. So I was. When I was a kid, so you don't consider it collecting when you're a kid, right? So you buy figures. I had a brief stint as a teenager where I was like too cool for school. I wasn't buying anything. I was just like playing video games. I think around 17 or something, I started like getting Power of the Force. And like looking for Power of the Force in like stores. I remember how like Power of the Force had like the longer lightsaber. I was just like obsessed with like Power of the Force. So I really only from being a kid to being an adult, I wouldn't say more than 5 years of stopping collecting. And then I just kept going. Now I was real broke for a long time, just in college, like like a lot of us are. Like I just had no money, but even then, I would find money to like I remember like you would get Palisades figures, like the Muppets. If you guys remember those days, like you go to like Suncoast, or you go to like you get like Muppet figures. That was like a big one. NECA, I started getting NECA when they were doing like Masters of the Universe Staction figures. I don't know if anybody remembers that shit, but like
the ones that would just fall apart if you looked at them wrong.
were they notorious? I have.
Oh yeah.
I have one bad Staction that I know of, and it's Evelyn. I'm trying to see if it's.
Oh yeah, she was bad about it.
Yeah, because she just leans like she does like the Michael Jackson lean, but whatever. I can't find. I had a Mantenna somewhere, but that was like, and I got like McFarlane, Spawn, and shit like that. But I was like, I just wasn't collecting that hard just because I couldn't afford it. But I technically still can't afford it, by the way. But I was back then doing that shit. Like, people are like, oh, I know NECA Turtles. I started, like I think right from because that was one of the companies that was making like really high quality shit early on, and that wasn't happening. And Palisades was also in that mix where it was like, oh my god, like I can get a figure that looks exactly like it does from the show. That we didn't have that when we were kids. Like when you were a kid and you got like a Spider-Man. It was like a Toy Biz Spider-Man, but it didn't look like it popped out of the comic, or it didn't look like it popped out of the show. It looked like a toy Spider-Man, but like I mean, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, I mean, I've been collecting that whole time. I really only was not collecting for about like maybe 5 years in my life.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So Power of the Force is kind of where you started.
That's I remember I was big into Power of the Force, and then when Phantom Menace came out, I remember me and my buddy. I mean, you guys probably we'd go. I remember getting.
I'm old as fuck, so yeah, I remember all this shit.
Yeah, like the Dash Rendar, like so we were all like, let's play video games and let's collect shit. So I that's when I really consider like starting to collect. Is I would get like Power of the Force shit, because I used to be. I'm a little burnt out on Star Wars now, but I used to be like a massive Star Wars. I guess I still am a Star Wars fan, but there's just so much Star Wars now that
it goes away.
It's just but yeah, a lot of Star Wars shit in the beginning, and then some like little statuette stuff too. Gentle Giant. If you guys, I don't know, they used to do these little busts, and they weren't that expensive. Even for $30, you can buy like a little bust of like. So I consider that also like toy collecting. Like that was like part of it. But I've always loved this shit, man. I've been doing it for a while. And I just at one point I wanted to be like a sculptor. Like I wanted to like back when it was like sculpting toys because I was a comic artist starting out. But I could not grasp anything beyond the two-dimensional plane. Like when I'm drawing, I can draw fine on a flat plane, but I took some classes. I was like, fuck, I can't do turnarounds. I can't make something look. So that was like a short-lived thing, but I don't know. I've always loved that shit.
Got you. So let's get to your drawing thing. So you were like an artist.
Yeah, I started. So I went to film school, and in film school I got into animation. I was a 2D artist for a long time. I went to film school in LA, so I got a job. I got actually a job in school working at Disney. I worked at Disney as a storyboard artist and a character designer, and I did that for about 2 years. Visual designer, they had at the time they had a channel called JetX, which was like boys live action. And I was like, fuck, man, that's me. Like, I like, what do you, and it was really cool. I was in a cubicle with a bunch of other guys in cubicles going like drawing guys with swords and drawing guys with, everything I grew up with. And,
So you got to work the animation department before they shut all that down.
Yes, I was in Burbank before the shutdown. Which that, by the way, that whole thing is just a museum now. There's nobody's working. They're not renting out that space for anybody to work. But so I was doing that, and I was doing comic books on the side. I did a Gargoyles comic for a company called Slave Labor Graphics. They did the Gargoyles comic. I did one of their issues. I did a few. It wasn't like a career. I never understood, dude. God bless visual artists that can make a career out of being a visual artist, because I couldn't. I was like, this is fucking hard. Like
30 years,
dude. It's you know what I'm saying. Like I got a little lucky because while I was at Disney, I got into a writing program. And that kind of got me. I've been sort of like a working writer since, and I don't know. Like that's another thing that I because when I was in school, funny enough, I went to film school, but my major was animation and then literature of all things. I talk like a fucking mechanic, but you know, I know I read a lot, ironically, and so I got into that, and I just got into writing, and I just took that path because I couldn't make it work as a. Like my mother, I remember she would have comments. She's like, "How much money do you think you made this year?" Like just out of curiosity, I'll be like, $600 and that was a good year as a visual artist. It just sucked. So I have mad respect for anybody that can I can make a living, you know, being like any kind of artist, any kind at this point. So yeah,
I've got a friend of mine who was there the last day that they shut down the animation department. He said they just walked in.
Was it brutal?
They walked in and they said, make sure everybody cleans out your desk tonight, because there's this doesn't exist as of tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And now he's a fucking chef. He hasn't drawn since.
Good for him if he's making money as a chef.
Exactly.
He cooks good food. Yeah, you know. But no, it was night. He said it was hellscape. He said there were people literally just snot crying, that their whole life was just. One guy a week before had moved from New York to Burbank to work in the animation department, and nobody had any idea. Nobody.
It's ruthless, and it's like I actually feel bad for a lot of people coming up now that are like visual effects artists or like storyboard artists, because like, dude, I don't even know how you. I feel like your job is done.
Is it the same today though versus back in the day?
Well, no, but now AI is like it's so like I can plug in, like if I want storyboard. I'm not talking about animation, specific animation that the audience will see, but backstage storyboard. Like you guys ever watch like a Disney special of making an old movie, and they have all the storyboards up there? Like there were people that were just doing those. Now, like I guarantee they're just printing that shit out on AI, because those are internal artists. So it's fucked up, man. Like it's a whole industry that they're just like, no, we don't need you. We got
AI is going to kill a lot of positions. That's what it's already started. Like even like I come like it for my day job, I guess. I'm in finance, but my company does IT and software development. Even those like you could literally go into AI and ask them to write a code for you, and they'll do it.
Yeah, dude. And funny enough, it's like I thought I was kind of an antiquated artist before, because I'm just an artist. I draw on a page. Like I draw on a physical, I draw on a literally like a physical page, and even comic artists don't do that. So I don't know. I have a love for like things that are tactile and things that you can make with your hands, and like visual art that you can make. I really check out.
That's the way I was trained.
Yeah, same, dude. So. So I don't know. By the way,
I too have a worthless art degree.
Yeah, yes. I guess we both got. By the way, this just reminded me. I did a laser pan. I did this on the show, but I did a laser pants action figure on literally on the show while I was on edibles, where the waist comes off, or the pants come off, and the laser Like you see, this kid is like holding it as a laser pointer. So like I thought that was fun. You didn't want
Dude,
to
that's an authentic cod piece included.
Yeah,
That's,
like imagine you pop the waist off and you're holding the legs, and you can use that as a laser pointer. I was like, dude, this is $1 million idea, and he just kind of smirks and he moves past it. I was like, what a fucking just give this guy gold.
He's back. I want royalties.
I knew that would get him out of his hole. I know how to fish out laser pointer.
Hey, congrats, right, for the win, and glad you got it today too. Before I get to the next question, I did want to point this one out. Headcanon Unlimited with a $5 super chat. Super chats slow down the flow of the show. Total waste of time and money. Can I get the Leafeon super chat? Thank you, please.
Get ready, Hatter. Get ready.
Headcanon, thank you very much for the $5 super chat.
Oh, is this a special super chat? Oh, I'm excited.
I do have a Leafeon one. Yeah.
You like this?
That's my favorite one, by the way.
All right.
Headcanon, thank you for the $5 super chat.
That's gold, baby.
That was a fun one. She told me when she recorded those. She's actually Jenna Say What. She's our co-host for the show. She comes on Tuesdays though. So
Ryan,
is there?
what's funny? You fucking. What does Ryan know about what's funny? What is he? The arbiter of funny? What are you, Ryan? Are you some fucking funny expert?
Am I a clown? Do I make you laugh?
What am I, clown?
Now, another question for you, Hatter. Is there any lines that you dislike or just try to avoid collecting?
Did I dislike or try to avoid? Like I specifically,
Or just avoid collecting?
I mean, there's lines I avoid because I like them. Because, funny enough, like for instance, like I know this wasn't the question, but like the Dragon Ball Z Fig Arts line. Like I know that as soon as I buy one of those figures, as soon as I buy some like Piccolo or something, I'm like dead. So I make sure to stay away from those lines. Any other, but lines that I dislike. I mean, I'm not into modern Star Wars. No judgments if you are. So I just, but that's less of like I dislike it and more like I'm just not into. I'm trying to think of something where I look at it. I'm like, you know what I don't like? I don't want to piss off a bunch of people, but most of McFarlane's like output. I look at like a lot of like. I say most because every now and then he will hit and get my money. Like he'll do a vehicle. I just bought that Bat Pod he did. I like the animated Build-A-Figure, but for the most part, I just don't like his scale. I don't like the scale. They're too big for me, and I don't know. I don't like. But that could also be a character thing because there's a lot of like these characters that he does, and I'm just like, does somebody want this? But somebody wants it. But I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind the 7-inch scale. Mostly
You
because
heard here first. Mad Hatter is on the Labubu train.
the 7-inch line I don't mind because I collect Storm collectibles. I'm a big fan of Storm collectibles. So
I love Storm, by the way.
Yeah, and so their Mortal Kombat is 7-inch scale. So their McFarlane's Mortal Kombat went really well together. So like behind me, I just kind of mix them together and it works great.
Did you get this? I opened this already, but I still have the box. I just noticed it when you said Storm. Dude, I got such a good deal on this. Axel Stone from...
I don't have Axel Stone, no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I need to get it.
I'm going to make a video because they have Axel Stone and they have... what's the other guy? I just got him from BBTS from...
Terry? No, not Terry. The
from
new
Streets
one.
of Rage.
I know what you're talking about.
Glasses, yellow shirt. I think I'm going to make a video called, I've been thinking about it for a while, called The Storm Collectibles Know They're a Company. And the premise of that video is that these guys really seem to just haphazardly just put like, like Jada, for instance, like those motherfuckers are like, we want in, you know what I mean? Like, boom, boom, boom. Like it's like can't like it by next year we'll have everything. You'll have the World Warrior. They're like, we want to fucking play, and I love that. Storm, meanwhile, dude, they've had this license for 10 years. They're still not through the World Warriors. Like I'm like Blanca just came out. Where's like where are the rest of the figures? What? And so it's like this thing where I love a lot of Storm's output, but it's like, fuck, man, can you hustle and like just get us like some of these like. So my thing is like I feel like Storm is like run by like some rich dude,
Hasbro.
or well, some dude who just on the side is like, I think I'll make a figure tomorrow, or that's just like, are you a company or not? Like what? So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I was looking forward to Katana and Melina. They showed it off and it like kind of disappeared.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to dude? The sculpt looked great.
Yeah, exactly. And it just, I don't know what the hell happened. It just disappeared, and they're like,
but that's what I'm saying. It just goes into this, like, it's like they just start something, and then I feel like the CEO just takes like an ayahuasca trip, and then like just goes away for like 6 months into the woods, and comes back, and they're like, hey, you want to finish this line? And it's like, I don't know.
I've been seeing that more and more, or hearing about that more and more from a lot of companies. Just finish something,
right?
Right. It's just finish something. I think that they're scared to do it. It's like why you never get the Wolverine that you want without buying 6 figures and putting them together yourself. I think they really believe that if we finish this, then we're done. No. Yeah. Okay, you finished it. You showed me what you could do. Now give me the next thing. I want the next peach off the tree.
Well, the thing with Storm Collectibles is also making like 2 to 3 different Street Fighter games at the same time. That's really the biggest problem.
They have those alpha figures, but I almost feel like maybe it's a little conspiratorial, but I feel like that is a direct response to Jada.
Oh no, that was 100%. Yeah, 100%. That was a direct response.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact is that they rushed out these smaller figures to compete with Jada at the 1/12 scale, marked at what, $30. Not only that, but they even started doing Baki as well.
Oh yeah,
which looks amazing.
You got even Hasbro's noticed Jada with their Marvel versus Capcom stuff coming out. Oh, everybody's noticing
Jada. That's a smart fucking move, because I went in on. Yeah. I'm like 4 for 4 so far on everything Marvel, and I'm not a Marvel Legends guy, but I was like, dude, that to me is a play. You know what I mean? Like start mining that and then combine it. Yeah, you probably can't get the Capcom license, but make it so that it is compatible and will scale with it.
I don't give 2 shits about Street Fighter, but if this is the level of figure that Jada can produce at the price point that they are, what else you got for me? What else can we do? Let's do some business. I'm ready.
They're fucking solid. No, Jada is. I don't know if I told you guys. I'm trying to, for 2025. One of my resolutions is I was trying to get on the Jada shill list, and it didn't work yet. I tried to when I saw them at WonderCon, I was like, hey, I was like, hint, like I might know somebody who wants to be on the Jada shill list, and they're like, yeah, we don't really. But I was like, that's gonna be my resolution. Is my goal is to get them to send me at least one thing, so that way I can like throw it in people's faces like Ryan and be like, hey, I have this. You know what I mean? Because like obviously he's like a shill for a different company, but I feel like I haven't found my home yet. You know what I mean? Like I gotta find where I belong. No,
I get that. I've been searching for the same thing myself, so I get it.
Me, I'm already shilling for Valaverse, and I'm still paying full price for everything.
No, that's good. That
makes me. I'm that next level shill who's just. I'm a what do they call a zealot? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Kevzilla67 with a 1-month membership chat. Woohoo! 1 month figure fighting. Abby, thanks so much for such an entertaining show. Thank you, Kevzilla, for being a member. And then,
Ooh.
Yeah. Make sure to tune in for the after show tonight. We have crew spotlight, members only, right after the show.
Oh, nice.
Thanks again, Kevzilla.
Very nice.
And Ripe for Valhalla became a YouTube member. Thank you, Ripe. For I think you were already a member, so I listed you renewed. So thank you, appreciate it, man.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh,
We do have this. Seriously,
who am I?
I don't have the music though. I can play this.
God, you have the exact glasses.
Gotta get my hair right.
I can play this music.
This is what
Dude,
you're going to look
you know
like
what?
in another 20 years, Laser Pants. Just
Dude,
like
that,
this.
that 10 seconds was better than anything that he does. Like that music, that's fucking that's how you do it, man. Okay? Not whatever techno shit.
Poor LP, man. You two
No,
should
I don't
make
feel- I
out
don't
or
feel bad.
something.
That's a mistake to feel bad. You never pity. There's certain people that if you give them like an inch of slack, they're gonna fucking take it over on you. You don't. I know the instinct sometimes is like, oh, pity, but don't, because it's just gonna end up biting you in the ass. He is a shill for Hatter Toys, by the way. He has, I think, purchased now 2 Flipboards.
Oh.
Okay, although I think I'm gonna give him something that he doesn't know about for free, and it's not gonna be sexual. But I will. But he has supported. Some people say, like close people to me, they'll say they'll support, and then I look at the number. I was like, that I can look at the list right here and see, and then I don't see them, and I'm like, oh, that makes me sad. But I got to give it to him. Although he has obviously a lot of money, so it's like a drop.
He just made 100K recently, right? So.
Yes, I like how it goes at the bottom. I am no longer a shill for Hatter Toys. That was so short lived. That was the quickest.
Which
that was
brings me to my question. How do you get a Flipboard?
How do you go? Oh, good question. I think Scott Hughes, I was looking, had put it someplace, but you go to your toy stalker and you get a Flipboard right there. He has limited stock. Yep. He's actually on eBay now, funny enough. There's like 7 eBay listings. 2 of them are for $1,000. So I find and they are hilarious. And
best patches got you too, huh?
So how does that make you feel that you see your Flipboard figures for like $1,000?
Brother, that's all I wanted, man. I was like, I wanted to get to like a meta. I wanted to make this shit meta and be like, if I can just take this, because this whole thing was like a running gag, and I was like, if I can get to the point where people are now flipping Flipboard, then that's all I wanted. So but yeah, you can. It had a prediction. I'll say a year from now, this will all be sold out because I know the numbers, and it's not a lot. Like we did well, but it's not 10,000 of these out in the wild. But if you do want one, you can go to Toy Stalker right here, and you can get yourself a Flipboard. You can get a Flaker. Flaker's super popular. He's got brass knuckles. It says Flip Life on it. He's the only one with the brass knuckles. You get the Cloak of Tarjay. You get the Cloak of Walmaria. Every Flipboard comes with a Catcha, adorable little Catcha right there. You get this is if this doesn't make somebody's top 10 of the year, I'm gonna eat this hat, guys. You're gonna watch. I'm gonna eat this hat on look at this Flipboard show. Hal Jordan is a big fucking ball buster. Okay, he's one of but he is a Hatterite. That's the thing. He's part of Hatter Nation, but he's he is a ball buster for sure.
And he is a Sweeney. He's got the great. I'm losing concentration because of your icon, Hal.
Hal always has the best YouTube images. That's for sure.
That's it. Oh, is that what? Okay, I couldn't.
Those avatars.
Okay, got it.
I am part of Hatter Nation.
He is big part of Hatter Nation. It's like, you know what I think of when I think of Hatter Nation? I think of like, remember in Gangs in New York, and you had all those top hat guys with Bill the Butcher, and they're like, all right, combat. You know, that's like that's the energy. That's the energy right there. You know, you gotta come prepared to fight.
That's a good way to do it, though. I like that actually. Hatter Nation.
Yes, yeah.
So
Hatter Nation runs deep. Here's the funny thing: like we do have a lot of like loyal guys that show up. I will say that's the only reason that thing got funded. By the way, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I do that show with Jonathan, and like, so John he's doing really well with his channel, but like, he laments to me all the time. He's like, fuck, man, I need like, he's like, my base, they don't come out for me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because he's got like almost like 90,000 something. I was like, he's like, yeah, but they're all kids. He's like, but your guys come out. It's kind of like 3POA kind of has the same thing. Like, it's not like the biggest channel, but those fucking guys come out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they will
3POA for life, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they'll be there, and you feel like you're like in good company versus like, you know, like, I don't know, a bunch of knuckleheads that I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't, you know, or you know, you make stupid jokes. But let's face it, half my jokes are bad. You know what I mean? And you'll lose.
It's because he's got stickers.
Yeah, he's got stickers. Yeah, you know what? He's so about his branding, him and his fucking 3POA stickers. How insecure are you, Ryan? You just imagine him at Kinko's. He's just at Kinko's printing off his fucking stickers. We get it, man. We get it. You got this grassroots thing. You're punk rock, Ryan.
So you were mentioning John. Is that Nostalgia?
Yeah, Nostalgia Unbox. That fucking guy kills it. But like,
yeah,
it's a different. It really is like a different vibe. And like, I look at him and I'm like, holy shit, this guy, like, you really got numbers. But he's, you know, but there is something to say about like, you know, maybe you have a smaller group, but they're like tight. You know what I mean? It's like they're all fucking crazy. Like, and they're crazy like we're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I consider myself a crazy person, and I'm in good company. You know, these live streams, they're just fun, and people come out, and I just have a blast doing them. You know?
No, it is fun. And Nostalgia lives actually like 20 minutes from me. So
I heard because I had mentioned you, or he's like, oh yeah, that guy's real close or whatever. He was very complimentary, but he's and then I teased him. I was like, oh, I didn't know this. How is so many toy people? I keep saying he's from North Dakota and he doesn't like it, you know, because I keep purposely like saying where he is the wrong way.
And honestly, like, if he finds any toys in stores, that means he looks a lot, because you can't fight shit in this area because there's too many collectors.
He did say that. So I had that problem when I was in LA. You can imagine LA? You know what I mean? Like it's like fucking metropolitan city. There's a lot of rich people, so you know what I mean. A lot of people with days off. Like most of us have to go to work, and they're like, I don't give a fuck. They're they just they're just there. So yeah, it was very difficult. Where I am now, a lot less, but slim pickings. Just just slim pickings in general. They don't get a lot of stuff.
Just don't go shopping in Cheatwood, and you'll be fine.
What happened?
I said, just don't shop in Cheatwood. You'll be all right.
Where's that?
In LA, where the old porn neighborhood.
Oh, is that okay? I was all the way on the other side. Yeah, I'm in a place called Temecula now, which is like wine country. Because we were just like
fancy. Fancy lad.
It sounds posh. It sounds fancier than it is. I was like, oh, cool. And then I was
I'll put the hat back.
Oh, I like it. Yes. Dude, I like the top hat, man.
Got to upgrade.
Love it. Target down the street from Disneyland only had 6 Marvel Legends when I went there. Every single one of them was swapped. Like a return swap, like somebody put in the wrong figure.
That's what it sounds like, yeah. It's unfortunate.
Man, swapping is getting it. The level of that swapping shit is insane. There's whole threads on Reddit of people just posting pictures on the shelf of swaps. It's
Have they by the way turned that shit around? Like, I remember for the longest time they're like, we're gonna no plastic, and then the stuff was obviously in boxes where you couldn't see the figure. But now I feel like with Marvel Legends, like I went 2 days ago, I saw Professor X. Like I feel like that went away. Like, are they still making figures in window boxes or
yeah, they got the window boxes. The last one I seen was a Scarlet in box with Fortnite accessories and a Snake Eyes movie Scarlet stuck in the box. Dude, they don't give a shit. They're honey badger in that. They don't give a
yeah.
That's ridiculous. I'm going to cover this one. Zakanin with a 666 super chat. Still waiting on my invoice for my free Flipboard Hatter. Can't wait to sell it. Sorry, autocorrect review it.
You know what? I will, because I actually like Zakanin as opposed to like Ryan. I will see what I have after everything is said and done. Because we will have I'm hoping that there's some leftovers that I could like give away. Like we had a certain amount of stock. I don't know how this works. Okay, I don't know how like professionals do it, like Valaverse does it, but like we have a certain amount of stock that's going to be left over. Hopefully, if there's not like replacements and shit like that, which there always will be. And then maybe after that, once I assess it, because a lot of this was made to order, I can then take a look and it was extremely made to order. Like it was. I don't know how other Kickstarters do it, but we didn't have, I guess they gave us like an option to be like, oh, you know what? You could, if you wanted to, like, it was like a crazy amount of money to make more stock and sell. I was like, nah, and nor did I have the money. But if I have some left over, I will keep some to do like giveaways or to give to people like Zakanin who, nicely asked me, but that doesn't mean asking me nicely doesn't just mean you'll get it. That's I just want to put that out there in case I get DM flooded with
you get to send pictures and you get to rub things and
yeah. I mean, what helps?
I was typing that DM. Thanks for saving me some time.
Yeah, exactly. I will say what will help. I see Zakanin. I don't think I've ever saw him on my live stream, but I see him always on Ryan's. I feel if I saw less of that and more of the other, that might grease the wheels, but I haven't seen that yet. So there's a little bit of tit for tat that has to happen. You know what I mean?
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Zakanin, thank you very much for the 666 super chat. You get a video.
I mean,
another super chat? Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Zakanin. Sorry, what were you saying, Matt?
No, please.
It's all blank.
Whatever I was saying is not important. Nothing I say, only about like 5% of what I say is of any merit or funny or important. So you were right to just move on.
I just wanted to play it because it gets the crowd excited a little bit. Hal Jordan says, I'm a broke asshole. I want a free Flipboard.
Oh. Hal Jordan says he's broke, but then I see him at every Comic-Con and he's loaded to the gills with shit that he buys, okay? Everybody's broke until I see
That's why he's broke.
Oh,
it's all those memberships that Hal Jordan has to all these channels. That's what
is that what it is?
It's emptying his bank account.
I see.
So normally my channel, what we do is we do a lot of giveaways, like almost weekly at this point. So that's why I had contacted you saying can I get a Flipboard from you because I'd like to give it away. I always do that though. But I'll purchase 2 from the website and we'll probably give it away whenever it comes out.
Oh, I appreciate it. Look, once we can see how much stock we have, I'll be happy to also
No.
Give you one to give away as well.
I mean, that's fine. As long as you just sign it saying FFC giveaway. That's what with Bobby as well. He signs it as FFC giveaway, and then because I buy a lot of stuff just to give away. So
no, I'll be happy to do that, man. And I have some fun surprises too, and you might like that too, as like either a giveaway or I don't know, give it to like a homeless guy outside. You know what I mean? Like, but something that you might I have one I have 2 more tricks up my sleeve in terms of Flipboard. It might be a fun little surprise.
Did I hear somebody say something about a gold Flipboard?
Yes, there is gold Flipboard. That is one of the variants. And funny enough, the back art has a certain 3 POA host on it. I don't know if you know. Immortalized.
Oh, okay. All right. I never knew that.
Damn it! I talked myself out of a sale.
Which 3 POA host?
Huh?
Tony.
Tony. Are you referring to this one right here?
Yes. Yeah. There you go. That
Of
was
course
done-
he's. Of course he's.
Of course he's got to be.
No.
He's got to
Oh
be
my
a Flipboard. That is done by the great. Actually, Ryan introduced me to this artist, Quentin Bedwell, who I actually.
Quentin is amazing.
Quentin is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking amazing.
Blow this up.
Yeah, I don't want to. There you go. So there's the left hand. So this represents gold Flipboard. In his gold form, he's impenetrable, as you can see, guys. He cannot be. He is impenetrable to all physical attacks and most magic attacks. I'll say there are some magic attacks that can get through the armor, but Quentin did a great job. Quentin is one of those guys where I'm like, how the fuck are you not like a giant? How are you not like a giant? To me, he's as good as like guys like Ed McGuinness and whatever. I'm just like, how are you not like up there? But you know, he is up there. He's working. I'm the only host. Everyone else is a co-host. I guess you're right.
Y'all, you broke me.
You're right.
Wait, what happened? Did I miss it?
I saw him with tissues. Are you okay?
Yeah, just that Ryan, that LP just.
Oh,
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
yeah, we were talking about. I'm trying to get. I think Derek was mentioning posters. I will try to sell because I'm actually very proud of this. We commissioned a different artist for every one of the backing card variants. So there is an artist for the gold. There's an artist for the glow in the dark, and every variant has a story. So it's not just like, oh, Flipboard, he's gold. We were like, okay, the storyline is he makes himself gold and is impenetrable to attacks, kind of shit. So that's one that I really, really love. So much so that I'm working now with Quentin on like, he's working on another piece of art for something in the future. So
Quentin is amazing. I discovered him, you know, when I found out. It's one thing I really like about Valaverse stuff is they give artists credit.
Yes.
So many people out there, you'll get something and you'll be like, this artwork is amazing, and no idea who the fuck did it. They don't care. They don't want that person getting recognition. Bobby's always done that. And seeing Quentin and looking at some of his other work and things like that, I'm a fanboy.
No, he is. He's fantastic. He's one. He actually, I got him to do 2 pieces, and he's one that, and he's like one of these guys that like wants to do art. Like he gets excited. Like there's nothing more than like I hate where it's just like, you know, you'll talk to an artist and they're like so jaded by it. They're like, what do you want? Like, what's the thing? But he's like one of these like chomping at the, for as good as he is, he's like one of these like chomping at the bits guys. And and I completely agree with the comic. That one of the mandates we had for that mini comic is when you first open that mini comic, the first thing you see, credits right there. Who drew the comic? Who drew even, and on the backing card art, we have the credit on the backing card art. So when you turn Gold Flipboard around, it says Quentin's name, because I also am like, dude, I grew up with all of this beautiful like Masters of the Universe art as a kid. I didn't know until I was in my 20s who did it. I was like, who the fuck is this art? So I feel like that's wrong, man. Like your art is iconic. It's like you gotta credit these people, man.
I got that big desktop art of Masters of the Universe sitting in my art library, and it wasn't until I picked that up. You know, it just they didn't credit. Nobody thought about it. Like
right,
the old GI Joe art and stuff like that. Nobody Yeah, the old Kenner art.
Have a good night.
No,
boys.
I also like what we did on the card art is so it's like any flipboard, it's like right there, like Matt Ferguson like did like this, like the primary flipboard art and this and that. The thing that I'm most proud of, a lot of people know this, but our sculptor passed away before he could see this, and my favorite thing on it, we did a big tribute to him, like pretty much on the back. Renders FX was his name, so or is his name, and so we have right here this, you take it out, and what's fun about this too is if you open this up, this is the marketplace, the Target marketplace, where Flipboard gets all his shit. Then here's a comic book rack with some stuff, so you can kind of display. I feel like I'm Todd McFarlane here, like just showing all the shit. But like, yeah,
just buy my toys.
Yeah, just buy my toys. You got the art, and it opens up like there, and then you got the fucking capture. But yes, I was very about like we got a credit, but this one like really means a lot. I guess this is also why, not to get real, but why this whole campaign also means a lot, and I want to make sure to make this the best it can be, is because this dude really, really loved this, man. Like he busted his fucking ass like nobody on this thing. So I'll always appreciate that.
Well,
that's really cool
too.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank
you.
you.
I mean, that's really cool that you are giving the shout out to the artist, though. That I'm sure that means a lot to them.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like the first comic book I ever did, they credited another guy, and I remember like that broke my, like by mistake, but it broke my heart. I was like, fuck, and it was like some corporate decision, and they're like, oh, we'll make a correction on the website. But I just remember I was like, fuck, man, if I ever get a chance to like get other artists to do a thing, that can't happen. You know what I mean? So like, I'm a big fan of like, if you see, because a lot of times what entices you about that art, or about the figure, is not the figure. Sometimes you just love the art on there. So it's like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Well, I grew up with Marvel comic. The first comic I ever bought, G.I. Joe issue 49. You opened up that first, the cover, Stan Lee presents, artist, writer, penciler, inker. It had all the names of everybody important in that comic right on top billing, the masthead.
Yeah.
And that's something, I'm with you 100%. That's important and should be a lot more important to a lot more people.
Yeah. So it's like what Random Stuff Garage is saying. It's like, that was their accommodation. First of all, I got paid barely anything. They're like, we'll put you on the website. Who the fuck is going to go?
On the website,
go to their website. I would be surprised if one person did that. So it was just like one of those things that, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I know what it's like. I mean, I've lived as an artist. You guys know what it's like, obviously. So it's just kind of, give credit to especially when you're making something new and you're just like, this is not based on an IP. So we don't have that to rely on. So we really just have to draw you in with art and being funny and the accessories and this and that. So you have to credit those people. That's number one. And then obviously, get paid.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Yeah. I think Hal Jordan asked something up. What'd you ask, Hal? What'd you say? I know you said the coins are pricey. Will there be different one style down the line? Pricey to buy. I mean, the coins are $15. They're real nice. I have these. This is actually the last thing that Ryan designed. I'm actually really proud. We have, I think, 100 of these left, but they are these coins. We sell them on Toy Stalker now.
I was gonna say, are they on Toy Stock? Because I love these type of things, like the coins.
Yeah, so we have coins and we have these pins.
Oh,
and we made,
I'm gonna have that shit before the end of the night. There better be one in stock. I'm coming for you.
No, we'll have.
You had me at shiny coins.
Yeah, these. It's funny. He took like 20 of these to the last con he did, and they all sold out. But this is first of all, this is a heavy, like, I don't know if you can, like, it's a fucking heavy gold coin. So the last thing he actually designed, this is actually, this is like, this is the last thing, but it's a Flipper Frank coin. It says I don't know if you can see, but it says "In Frank We Trust." right there, and it's got his dumb smiling. It's very hard to see because of the glare, but like a shitty smile. You can see it better on Toy Stalker.
There it is, right there. Yeah, in Frank We Trust. Yep, I see it.
Yeah, and Frank,
Oh,
we
that's
just
fantastic.
champions of the Faraday, and it's got this nice ridge, and then on the back it has like the logo, champions in the Flipboard and champion of the Faraday. So this is like, I think it's like $15 on the site. People have been buying it with their Flipboards, like you display it with that. And then we have this. This is a really cool. If you're like a pin. I really do feel like fucking Todd McFarlane here. And we go up this pin right here. The difference is this actually means a lot to me. I'm not. This is not. This is. I'm shilling for a good cause. This Catcha. So you get this Catcha with Flipboard, but this is an enamel pin. If you guys like enamel pins, and it's a very high quality, and they were fucking expensive. That's the other thing. I'm learning like how expensive shit is. It's funny being on the other side because you're kind of like. You're just like, if I go to NinjaCon, I will definitely bring these. But these are really nice. So we made, I think all in total, I think we made 200 of each. I think we made 200 coins and 200 of the Catcha pin, and then we sold probably half that. So, but these are just really cool. So just think. So in terms of a house question, I might design another thing down the line, or I just might keep that. I don't know. I'm kind of sentimental, and since Ryan did that, maybe I just keep that as like that's the thing that he did, and that's the official coin. But I don't know. Whatever. I'll decide down the road if people wanna fucking go. You know?
Yeah.
Ooh,
No,
so-
I 100% agree.
Sweet. I could just order the glow in the dark. Just like that. I don't have to.
Yes.
Sold, baby.
It's thank you, bud.
I'm going to purchase mine right after this. So,
Yes.
so do I just send, after I purchase it, do I ask them to send it to you first?
Yeah, if you want, what you can do, what I'll say, let me know once you do, and I will tell him ship that to me, and then I'll just ship it to you. Just give me your address. I'll just ship it to you, and then we'll do it. We'll do it that way. And Toy Stalker, he's a good dude. You should check that guy out anyway as a retailer because he's one of the best in terms of like I remember when like that Mezco 4-pack of turtles came out and every retailer was charging like $450, $500 for that thing, and he charged he was the only place that had it cheaper than Mezco on his fucking store. So I was like, I like this guy, and that's his whole thing. He's like, dude, I just want to like build up my name and get like up and be like a collector friendly. So I'm just in a general sense, he's my partner on this, but I just like that dude anyway. I also want to co-sign what Laserpants says. He really was the nicest. I mean, and he was like a tough guy. Like he's like an ex-Marine. Like he's like a kind of like a badass. You know what I mean? But like he was the nicest, most accommodating. And I feel bad because I don't think I'm the easiest person to work with. I'm kind of crazy, and I was very what's the word? To be very candid, I was very difficult. It was I didn't make it easy for him. I notes and it's got to be this, it's got to be that. But fuck, man, that guy had the best attitude about everything, man. And he was just like all the way to the end, just like a true blue. And everybody, he's like, I know that after people pass away, a lot of people are like, this was the nicest guy. But I'm taught like, if somebody after I pass away, if somebody tells you I was the nicest guy, they're full of shit. But with him, he was actually the nicest fucking guy. So it is what it is. But it's great fucking artist, man.
Yeah. It looks like I'm getting requests now too.
Oh well,
By
the way, I always say this just in case people are like, well, I don't like this Hatter guy. I make all of this is sold to Toy Stalker, so he, my transaction is over. I don't get it. Doesn't go to like a wallet for me and go, I sold this much. He's got it. That's going to him. That's supporting him. And proceeds. The one good thing about like the coins and the pins, all the proceeds for that pretty much go into trying to extend the line and see if we can, do something with a wave 2, something that's as funny and like
Mhm.
see if people like it.
I couldn't wait till after the show. I had to get me one of them coins and a glow in the dark flip war.
Oh well, thanks.
So, that's done.
I'll order mine after the show.
Where's my invoice at?
It's coming.
So random stuff garage said it's weird how every Ryan I've ever met is super nice.
You know what? I wish that was true. It's like for every it's like a teeter, it's like a seesaw effect. You know what I mean? For every super nice Ryan, you get another Ryan on the other side that's a little bit questionable, a little bit of a questionable nature. I'm not saying he's not a nice guy, but it's Ryan that we know is the Ryan that you really, you can't really trust him. You know what I mean? Like you always have to have one eye on that Ryan. That's all I'm saying.
My name's right out.
Oh, right, a lot of Ryans here. Is the Mad Hatter Ninja rap duo? Dude, I would love to do a rap with my guy AN because but that guy can really rap. Like I just do like stupid like hacky rap. Like my name is Hatter and I'm here to say like that kind of like hacky shit. Like he knows he's like a New York, New Jersey guy. Like he knows how to actually rap. You know what I mean?
Listen, I will tell you, and it's a little embarrassing. When I listened to the Laser Pants diss rap, I had my trusty Yeti and Mia energy drink does not feel good coming out of the nostrils. That's all I'm going to say about it. I am ashamed. I am a grown man.
No, I love it. You know what I love too? Like I don't know whether it's the troll in me, but what made me even happier is when he played it. Many of the comments were like laughing, but I love the ones that were like, "The fuck did I just watch?" Like, so much meant like, and then there was another dude. There was some dude that was like, "Come on, Ryan, bury this guy." This, dude, I was cracking. It has to be like one of my top laughs of this year. Is not doing the rap because I'm not gonna laugh at my own thing, but like watching the like people and then Bobby's complete disinterest was also like everything just made that funny to me for some reason.
Well, UFC was on that night. You can't blame him.
It is on Saturday nights. That or hockey.
I actually preferred it. It made it funnier in that sense. So, oh my god, that was so good.
I like the ones who just don't get the joke and they're like, "Oh, we got to go after this guy. We're gonna bury Hatter. Fuck this guy. We're gonna take him down like Diaper Island."
Yeah. That's a funny. Yeah, it's so funny. Like the first time I was on 3POA. I don't know, like, because Superhero has a audience that they're a little, they kind of remind me of like the guys that we have, but there's like a gauntlet. There's like this kind of gauntlet, like
you gotta run the gauntlet.
What happened?
No, go ahead.
No. Sometimes I call like you could be like middle-aged mean girls, where like
I can see
for the most part, like they're nice. But then, they're because I'm looking at the chat the whole time. I'm just kind of like eyeing it, and like they're just like, and I'm just trying to be a goofball, and I'm just saying like one guy was like we don't like you here, this and that, and I was like, well, you can learn to like me, you know what I mean? And he's like, no, I'm not going to like saying it like really seriously. I love that. I don't know why. Again, maybe it's like the troll in me, but I had a blast. I thought it was fun. So. So you're saying the odds are not in laser? No, I think that guy can bust out. There's got to be. Everybody has some way that is the best way that they can ridicule people. So for Ryan, it might not be a rap, but maybe it's something else. I don't know. Maybe he does a drawing. Maybe he finds a pair of goofy hacky glasses like he does and does something. I don't know. Like he could find something.
I don't know. I think he listens to he can't have that much of a rap library and not be able to do just a little bit of it.
Does he have rap?
I bet if we get him to do a car rap, that's what we need to do.
I would love to hear a Kermit rap. Oh my god.
Isn't that the natural voice though?
Well, exactly. It'll be fun.
Hey, everybody, my name is Ryan. I'm from Washington. The problem is nothing rhymes with Washington.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta break it off though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you gotta,
words.
yeah, maybe you gotta, maybe, yeah, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
It's like
Yeah,
just do rhyme with ton.
I would love to see him do a rap one day, and then all his subscribers just plummet by half. That like as soon as soon as he does it, just ruin his channel. That would make me so happy. Hal's right. If you don't like cat or you hate babies, puppies, and probably kick old women downstairs. Okay. Yeah. There you go. But what if they're like crabby old women? You know, sometimes like
Karens.
like an old
Sometimes
guy.
they just need that little final push, you know?
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
help them on their way.
Yeah. Whoops.
help.
Jesus is waiting for them.
Oh, let's go to karaoke.
Karaoke. I challenge you. You know what? He's just saying that. If you want to go to karaoke, I'll fucking go to karaoke.
I'll go and I'll just watch you guys and drink.
Yeah, I'll.
This
I don't
needs
think
to
that-
happen so much.
Actually, you know what? Better yet, I'll record it so we can play it on
Yeah.
the show.
Dude, I am built with no public fear, so I will, and that makes me a great karaoke person because I'll make a fool out of myself. I don't care. So
I got 5 on that. Whatever you guys do, I got 5 on it.
I like it. I got 5 on it. Bruh, I used to be a karaoke DJ. LOL. I could see that. What is a karaoke?
That explains the
Dude.
glasses.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you know what? There's a.
It's
There's
all
a
all
whole-
the pieces are coming together.
You know what? I can see that. I like Ryan looks like he could have probably been like about. He's real tall. I could see him. He was probably like a bouncer, then got promoted to like karaoke. It's like I could see that happening.
I'll be the one recording, J-Mac. No worries. Because I'll be
I
at SPCC, so I'll record it.
I have a list of possible laser pants real life jobs that I'm trying to piece it together. Nobody tell me. I don't want any hints. I'm right now. The top of the list is like triple canopy, Blackwater, private security. You know,
Oh, that's
like, that's
pretty up
any
there.
DJs on the weekend. That's my top of the list right now.
I like that. Mine is
I'm gonna
always
figure
like,
it out.
Mine is always like mechanic or guy who works at pizza place.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's what I
like-
always get. Like but
not a name brand corporate like a
no, like
Johnny
mom and
Pizza
pop.
or
But
something.
I'm not the guy at
Yeah.
the front. I'm the guy in the back. Who like
Yeah.
they don't put me with the customers. I'm just in the back and I'm just like, hey, we're out of dough, or we're just like
Are you talking about what job people think you have?
what happened?
Is that what you're saying? What job people think? You
Yeah,
have?
like that's
no comment for me.
Yeah, well, yeah. John and I do things sometimes where we're like talking about like typecast, like what would you be if you typecast? And I always tell John, like people probably typecast you as like some kind of like you're like a Google employee, like that's his energy. Like he
I think he's the second on my list is he's a telemarketer. That's
Jay Gonzo, I thought you drive a forklift, like a lot of forklift energy. Like where's the fucking pallets? It was like that kind of. I'm just that guy. I'm just waiting for his break. Supposed to be on break, like that. Always obsessed with my break. That's
load your own truck.
yeah. Load your set designer. I wish set designer feels like highfalutin. Set designer, I feel like you're like. You wear like a beret, you know what I mean? Like, but maybe I don't know.
For me, it would be hotel, taxi, or 7-Eleven.
Hotel taxi,
Done. Maybe a lawyer. Maybe no, actually no. Doctor. Doctor would be better. Or an
No,
IT guy.
Wait, hold on, Abby. What did you say that you're a financial advisor, right? You said
I'm a CFO for a tech
you're
company.
but I feel like I feel like that's your energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say no, you're not. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, yeah, that tracks.
Accountants don't really have any energy. They're
Oh,
quiet, they're shy as shit. I did well in my career because I was a little bit more vocal and talked to people
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
compared
good.
compared to the rest of peers. They're like, "Oh, this guy's got charisma." I was like, "Not really, but okay."
I work at the Quick Stop in the Kevin. You know what?
He's dick number 35. That's,
Dick number 35. Dude, when I was like young, my dream job, I wanted to work in like one of these like Suncoast places, like so bad, like one of these like the closest I got. Hey, what's up?
This is our other co-host, Talon. Welcome, Talon. You're back.
Hi guys, I'm here.
No,
Just coming in like a wrecking ball.
Oh
As
no,
usual.
sorry. I was gonna say the job I really wanted to work at like a comic store. The closest I got, I used to work at a place called Prince Plus. I don't know if you guys remember that or if you had that here, but it's basically like a poster store, and in the back we frame Kinko's.
I worked there a week, and the guy pulled me in the back
Why
and
do you
was
still
like,
have it?
"I'm afraid that you're just not Kinko.
You're not Kinko.
You're just not Kinko standard." And I was like, "The fuck does that mean?" They're just like,
So they got rid of you after a week?
yeah, I was there a week. They hired me. I worked there a week. It was just a job. My wife had just got. I just knocked her up, and so
Like that.
you know she couldn't run away after that.
Right.
And,
That's how
So-
you lock it down.
I just sold my comic collection, got an apartment, was getting everything, grabbed the first job I could get, because at the time this was Oklahoma, and as a tattooist, tattooing was still illegal. So I just grabbed a job. And Kinko's, I was like, I know how to do prints. I know how to do all this shit.
Yeah.
All the money I spent in college as a classically trained artist, I can work on that stuff.
Yeah.
And after a week, he pulls me into the back, and I'm working all nights. He's like, I'm afraid you're just not Kinko's material. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Kinko's material. Fucking Kinko's. FedEx owns your bitch ass. What do you fucking fuck you?
You went off. You just went off on him.
Oh, I went fucking nuclear.
Oh, what?
And,
Did he ever? I guess they never do, but he never extrapolated on what that meant.
nope, I just wasn't Kinko's material.
Wasn't Kinko's? What the fuck does that mean?
I'm
What is
like-
Kinko's? Dude, every time I go to Kinko's, it's some knucklehead that doesn't know what they're doing. So what is Kinko's?
Yeah, I think that's
Damn.
what it was. Is I actually knew how to operate every piece of equipment in that.
Oh, you're gonna
Like
make
all the
look bad?
training. Yeah, I think that's what it was. They were like, "Hey, listen, we just want to fuck off, and you're actually making us work." I'm like, "Hey, that's fine." I would have told him, "Hey, just let me do it. I'm fine. I'm OCD. I just want to do this shit." And
that's-
y'all go fuck off, smoke in the back. Let me do this shit. And
Yeah.
no, yeah, they had a no fez policy. That's what it was.
That's
Fucking
That's probably what it was,
racist.
man. I
funny,
don't,
dude.
I don't know if you could go that route, but yeah.
Around a comic store, not as glamorous. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not glamorous. But you know, when you're young, you're kind of like you want to be surrounded by the things you like. You know what I mean? You're like, if I worked, you know,
You want to
here-
be one of the cool kids, and
Yeah,
working
you wanna
at
be-
those shops meant you were one of the fucking cool kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of want to do
Yeah.
that. I kind of want that today. Be surrounded
Want
by the
that
things I like. that's
Dude,
that's why I buy toys.
Yeah, one of the jobs that was the biggest cold shower for me was when I was here to make money. The only job I could get, my buddy got me a job at Activision as a game
Oh,
tester, a night shift game tester. And I was like, oh my God, so cool. I love video games because I've been a gamer all my life. And I was like, I'll play video games for a living. Dude, it was the most miserable job. First of all, like you would have clock in was 5 p.m., which I was living in East LA, and I had to go to Santa Monica, which if anybody knows that distance is fucking brutal. And then you got out at 2 a.m. You worked in a place called The Dungeon, which sounds like it's fun, but really it's just like you go all the way down in the Activision building and you're in this like cubicle, and you are. I tested on a game called I tested on Spider-Man 2, and I tested on a game called True Crime Streets of LA, and I was just looking for bugs, dude. After 3 days, I remember calling my mom saying like it's depressing me, this is like a depressing job, I'm sitting here and I'm like an automaton, and everybody and nobody talks to each other. Everybody's like what are those things that the horses have,
blinders.
Blinders,
you're supposed to then you get a lunch. Upper management doesn't want to talk to you. It was like, and I did that for like 7 months, and I remember, and when you work I don't know if anybody here has worked night shift, but when you work night shift, it makes you feel like you're not human. Like you feel like you're like an alien, like your hours are all off, and like I didn't like it. I just remember like a little bitch, like calling my mom all the time, like I hate this, like this, and she's like trying to it's only temporary and this, that, but dude, it was bad.
How many months in did you realize it was that bad?
Days in, I was like, I hate this, but here was the other problem. My buddy from college got me the job. So I was like, I don't want to, it costs a lot of money to process somebody's employment application, get them insurance, so I was like, I don't want to fuck him over and be like one of these guys that like, okay, 3 days and I quit. So I just kind of stuck it out. But like, I just remember, I hated it, man. The only thing that I liked about it is on our lunch breaks, we went into the game room and we got to play like Soul Calibur, and we got to fight each other and play video games. And that was somewhat kind of camaraderie. But the culture of the place at the time was like, don't talk to each other, just play the game,
Yeah.
Where's our Soul Calibur toys?
We only got 2 of them. Storm only came out with 2 Soul Calibur toys. One has giant boobs, so that's okay. But then the other one is my guy Killick, if anybody's a Soul Calibur guy, and he's not out yet, and I'm very upset. I'm also very upset at what Laser Pants said about my mom.
Was the one with big boobs, was that Ivy with the
No,
whip
well,
sword?
Ivy is also the one with giant boobs, but it was the giant boob ninja Ivy. So there's
she had the red outfit, right?
Yeah, the red outfit. And I got her. I don't know if I got Mitsurugi. I don't think I did. He's the samurai, but I did get her, and I thought that was a solid purchase.
Okay. I mean, again, I like Storm collectible stuff. It's just they're just all over the place.
That's the thing, dude. It's the inconsistency. Yeah. It's the okay. We're announcing a new line, Soul Calibur. Okay, great. So most people are like, I can't wait for this, that, and the other. But they're like, yeah, we'll just do these 2, and then I don't know, like once a generation goes by, we'll give you another one, and it's horrible.
Speaking, somebody in comments, I want to pull this one.
Let's block Laser Pants for sure if we can.
This one here. Joy Toy is something I have been like, it's kind of, I have to stay away because I know I'm going to get that first one. Dude. And it's going to be like,
dude,
I need some more of that.
So I will say this, Max. I know we just met, okay, not that long ago, but I can see it in your eyes. Do not buy a Joy Toy figure unless you are willing to go down the rabbit hole, because it will. I don't know anybody that just bought one. It's like fucking potato chips with these fucking Joy Toy TMNT figures, and I was completely against the idea of 1/18 scale. I was like, what the fuck is 1/18 scale? What am I, a gnome? But dude, once you fucking get them in hand, it's like, this is the most beautiful fucking. So buyer beware.
And they just announced their 6-inch scale. See, I like their little space age kind of infantry figures.
The Warhammer, are you talking about Warhammer?
No, I like the Warhammer stuff too, but these are like their own little thing, I guess. The Infiltrator and the Medic.
I saw those. Yeah. But
that, and they.
the other thing I've been doing, like the vehicles are like I put my April O'Neil.
Right?
Yeah, Chad showed us the vehicle and it was insane.
Dude,
Okay.
it's where is it? I wish I could.
I think either Scott Hughes or Rollkeeper has a bunch of them, and they'd sent some to Chad, and I was just unboxing, and I was just like, oh,
dude.
Oh, and by the way, whoever commented, it's just a Fez. I'm not a Shriner.
You're one of those guys in Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade that has to protect. You're the secret society that has to protect the Grail.
Yeah, that's it.
Where's your chest tattoo with the cross?
It's there. I don't know. My chest tattoo is 5-headed eagle eviscerating a rat. So I don't know what kind of secret society that entails.
I guess it's time to start one.
It's time to start one.
Yeah, right.
We're starting one right here, guys. No,
yeah, those Joy Toys. Listen, Joy Toy. Those, like, I'm really watching them kind of like I'm watching Jada, because both of those two companies are out to show everybody something, and they are.
No, they have something. You could tell in their designs that they have something to prove. Like I said this in the review. I say this. I think every time I did review, I was like, these guys want in. Like they want it. Like you could tell when a company is just like, yeah, we got the license and we'll just put it out. But no, these guys want to fucking play, because like, trust me, like I bought so many incarnations of Ninja Turtle figures. These are the best. I'm sorry, NECA, and I'm sorry, but in terms of
even
design,
compared to Mezco.
Say again.
Even compared to Mezco's turtles.
Well, Mezco has only done the turtles and Casey Jones so far, so it's a different animal. I don't know. Mezco has really nice turtles, but in terms of you know which one got me, their Bebop and Rocksteady.
Okay.
The Bebop and Rocksteady they did. Forget about the best design at 1/18 scale, which they're the only ones competing in that scale. The best design ever, I've never seen such a well-designed Bebop and Rocksteady, to the point where I was like, if these guys decide to do 112, they'll fucking annihilate, man.
Well, so Joy Toy does 112 though. I have some of their.
And they're about to start doing more. But I'll tell you where the benchmark is. Their Warhammer.
Yes, the Warhammer. Yes.
Games Workshop is incredibly difficult to fucking work with. They're a bunch of twats. Even McFarlane, you get just one figure out of, okay, here's a military, and none of them were great. They weren't bad. They just were kind of, okay, that's what they are. What Joy Toy is doing with Games Workshop's IP is unprecedented.
Yeah.
Nobody has been able to do that and work with Games Workshop. Because what Games Workshop will do is, oh, you're doing good with our IP. Oh, well, we'll just do it ourselves. We don't need you. But they're letting Joy Toy run with it. And nobody's ever been able to do that with them.
Are you talking about Warhammer though? Doesn't McFarlane have Warhammer as well?
Yeah, who cares?
I thought McFarlane.
Yeah,
they have Warcraft also, but I think they have Warhammer.
McFarlane has done maybe half a dozen Warhammer figures. Joy Toy is already up to doing I think they're up to 20 or so. They're doing Primarchs.
Isn't the Joy Toy Warhammer also that big mech that's $400 too? There's some.
Oh yeah, they've got one I can't remember what the name of it is. Somebody in chat will know.
It looks like the one I'm thinking about looks like a Jaeger. It's fucking this gigantic. I mean, gigantic.
Oh yeah, like the Titans and
I think so.
Dreadnoughts.
It's a Joy Toy that's worth 400. I think roll.
Yeah, Titan mech. That's a big boy. That's huge.
But it's beautiful.
Oh,
I have zero connection to it. Like, I don't know. I was a Warcraft guy. I never got into Warhammer. And I'm glad because like being into Warcraft is its own. I don't know how if you guys follow like third party and what they're doing with Warcraft, but like
they're killing it right now with Warcraft too.
Dude, this company like Medi Toys is I have an
Medi is amazing.
Yeah,
dude, they are, and you know what's so pleasing about it is, as an ex-Activision employee, is that Blizzard fucked up the license for that so bad that now they're getting cannibalized by third-party companies, and there's no way they're going to catch up. Like, there is no way Blizzard will officially make better toys than what the third-party guys are making right now. They're killing it, man.
Well, I think at this point, there's a lot of companies, like well-known companies, that are not making better toys than third-party.
No, yeah, dude, third-party.
Yeah.
Third-party. Well, one of the things I was thinking to do, you guys might find this funny, is I was going to make different in the future, like different incarnations of Flipboard. So I was thinking of making a character called. I was thinking of making a Flipboard that's a Mezco style Flipboard, but calling him like Flipman Guy or something, and putting him in like a generic box.
Flipco.
Or Flipco. And just saying, like, I'm going to be the first toy maker that makes a third-party figure of his own toy, and that's
you gotta call it like Store Hunter.
Store Hunter.
You know,
or something.
It's always
I'm gonna beat all these companies abroad, and I'm gonna say
it's always a bad translation name. What will these dumb Americans understand? Put it on the box. Just ship it.
That's what I'm going to do. I want, because then I will be in the records as the only person who made third-party figures of his own toy, and then I'll put that on the wall right there.
That's badass.
Or Store Hunter.
You know what?
Thank you. I'm gonna. If you're gonna rip somebody out, rip yourself off.
Yeah, that's also very true. J-Mac gifted one Figure Fight Club membership and went to 6'10" Yo Joe Daddy. Congrats, man. Welcome back to memberships.
Those are rookie numbers. Let's get those numbers up.
The collector did a 1 month Figure Fight Club member chat. Grindhouse Toys needs to make 112 figs, and he will crush some companies. Matt Skilsky has. Oh, dude, Chris is awesome. Chris from Grindhouse Toys. He has some really good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, they make great stuff. They're at 118 scale right now, but I really do hope. Actually, you can check out our show next week, because I will go ahead and display it since we're talking about it. Our next week.
Fight for the prize, or can't you see? Figures and glory, it's all for free. Step right up, don't be shy. Figure Fight Club, let's aim high.
So Grindhouse will be our guest next week.
I like that.
Since we're talking about it, might as well, right? Chris is a good dude. I know he's at Joe Fest right now. Set up. I saw some pictures from there earlier. I was at IshCon. I was set up right across from him. My booth was right across from his. So I was watching his table the whole time, and he has some awesome stuff. And that's when I was like, "Oh, dude, I got to get you on the show. It'll be fun."
That's awesome, dude.
But going back to Joy Toy, they definitely do make 112 stuff, just because I own probably about 10 or 11. And it's like a weird box shape, and it's like soft goods galore, great articulation, has a lot of soft goods on it, and just like weird characters. And I like it.
Is it but so you're into the Joy Toy Warhammer stuff?
No. This is not Warhammer. It's like a really weird off-brand thing to do. It's called the.
It looks like the old '80s GI Joe with exact like the rivets.
Oh, I know I know the one that you're.
But it's like zombie Nazis and demons and stuff like that. And Obby's like got this Mickey Mouse thing that he.
No, that wasn't Joy Toy though.
I thought we were still talking about Grindhouse. Sorry.
No, I was talking about Joy Toy. Joy Toy has like a lot of different characters they made. and I'll send you a picture. Actually, it's pretty
Yeah, I
cool.
would love
It's good
to.
stuff.
I'm like tempted to get some more of their vehicles and like obviously, I have to pick and choose now because there's so much good stuff. But I think I have that. What Stitchker was saying, the Gray Knight. They call it these names, but I think that is Sylvanas from Warcraft. But like basically Archer, Hottie
Archer. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, I think that's the one he's talking about. But like, dude, it's
they
like
also did the Burning Crusades guy with the two.
The Illidan. Yeah, dude,
that's him.
I double dipped on it. I got the all black version, and then I got I'm sick with this. That game is I don't know, like I played that game for so long that I all the lore, I don't know, I love like Warcraft lore. It had that once I start seeing those like toys and mounts and all the shit they're doing, I'm like, fuck, man, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous line to get into.
Get the panda figure?
I have a few. So I have the panda, the Fury. Dude, I have 4 pandas. One of them, I think it's the one you're talking about with the cloth robe and
that's the Kung Fu
glowing
panda.
green eyes or whatever.
Yep.
Like, yeah, dude, it's like right out of the fucking game.
Yeah, it's amazing figure. It's called Frontline Chaos. That's the name of the Joy Toy brand in 1/12 scale. Frontline Chaos. Yeah.
My problem is that I'm so far behind on it already with what they've produced. It's the same with Green Valley and Acid Rain World. If I start, I've got to have at least one of everything.
Yeah, my buddy has a real Acid Rain like an addict, like he has a wall of fucking Acid Rain, like, and it's beautiful. But again, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not into this. Like, I just can't. So yeah, the Grindhouse Necromancer. Oh, sorry, from Grindhouse. I gotta look up this Grindhouse, man. I don't think I know them.
Dude, their marketing, their packaging. Forget about the figures for a minute. Look at just the genius behind the marketing and the packaging.
Okay.
It's amazing.
It's old school VHS tapes. This is really what it is. Yeah.
Oh, I love. That makes sense because their emblem when you play the video is almost like a Blockbuster video.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Groundhouse, the company that used to make the Groundhouse films.
That's nice.
But it's also the funny thing is when they're at the conventions and stuff, they have one of those TV VHS players, or like a VCR. Old school, where you have to put in a tape. And I remember because Jenna was with me at IshCon and she was watching movies.
She was watching movies
the whole time.
So funny. I love that. It takes this black square, you put it in, you gotta flip that thing in the back over and blow to make sure the tape is all good. I need to schedule my prostate exam.
I got one when I was like 20, by the way. I had a whole thing that they were trying to look out for. It turned out to be nothing, but like it was not good. Sometimes I do them just for fun.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What did I say? So,
dude, I had a TV VCR combo. That's so fun. I got it for nothing, but I had that. Dude, I had a TV VCR combo till 2006. That's how like nobody was using it in 2006.
But did you have a TV VCR NES combo?
What? Do you lie?
Yeah. Oh no.
Was there such a thing?
They made that?
It was something my mom brought home from Walmart one day. I have no idea. She probably still has it. She don't.
I bet you, since there's a Nintendo in the mix, that it's worth money because anything Nintendo is like anything with the Nintendo brand that's ancient is money.
Yeah, J Max out there going. He's looking that shit up right now as we speak. I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm sure. I like the comments of the.
I think I still have a TV VCR combo in my garage.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
wow.
the only way it's the only way to watch good porn anymore. Is,
Yeah, I love
keep that
that.
shit on VHS.
It's like the people that don't want to listen to digital music, they rather listen to digital or records. So you
I know I can't.
no
on you,
internet
J-Mac.
porn.
You know, J-Mac's
Just with
older
the
than I am.
VCR.
Had got a prostate exam at 20, not by a doctor. That's really. he showed me his credentials.
It's behind a 7-Eleven in Cheatwood.
He's like, look, my office is being painted. It's okay. It's normal. Okay. I mean, are you sure? I mean, you look like trustworthy. I didn't say I make good decisions, guys.
Why are you giggling?
Why are you recording? I gotta know what your ass looks like. So,
So, what toy line do you think deserves more attention?
Hatter toy. No. More attention. Of course, Flipboard. More attention. Oh. What toy line? That's a good question, dude. Underrated toy lines. Dude, I'm looking at stuff. There's a few things here. I'm looking at a few Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, which AWOC, which I don't know if you guys fuck with at all.
Oh, Sparrow.
Waka
I have
Waka.
I have a few of the Sparrow toys. I have a lot of them actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Spiro makes some. Dude, like you know what? I actually got one right here. I bought 3 of these jackals. I was like, holy shit, man! This thing is like.
I love that figure, dude.
Yeah, this is a great fucking figure. I bought 3 of them to do like a little Lion King thing. Like I have 3 hyenas or whatever. Yeah, dude. Oh my, wait, is that
I modernized it,
dude? That's a fucking nice kit bash,
Is that
man.
Gung Ho's jacket?
It is Gung Ho's jacket and this is Bone Collector from Valor.
What is the body that's on that thing?
This is Bone Collector, the bottom half from Valorverse Action Force.
Yeah.
So in order to do it though, you have to break the figure to get that mid piece out. You have to break it. So when I showed it to Sparrow Toys, Jason, he's been on our show. He's a good friend of mine.
I love those guys, by the way.
Yeah,
man. They're really
they're
nice.
great people. Yeah. When I showed it to him, he was like, how'd you make this? And I was like, I had to heat it up and pop it. He's like, did you break it? I was like, I did break it. Yes, yeah. Like a piece went flying. He's like, yeah, because they're not meant to be popped apart. I was like, I noticed afterwards.
Yeah. No, that's
it was really just to make a villain for my Odious from Unparalleled.
I love that, man.
Yeah, this is great. I love this.
By the way, shout out to him too. I have that Odious, and I love it, man. I think what he did is fantastic. You know, like coming up, and I think he's doing more, right? Like I think he's. I'm very supportive of Unparalleled and Wade and whatever. I would probably say Mondo makes some great shit. I'm a big Batman animated fan. The Batman animated series, and I have to say, and I know it's 1/6 scale, but they make I feel like the definitive version of these characters. Like the Joker I can't see that being beaten. It's like right out of the cartoon. The Poison Ivy is right out of the cartoon. Animated series. That Clayface. I saw that Clayface at Designer Con. I was like, this is a fucking masterpiece. Now they're expensive. That's the only thing. You know, it's like a hot toy price. But so I don't know if it's like underrated. But I
saw that. That was the one with the Spider Woman that walked by at the same time.
Yes, the Spider.
I
yes,
remember
everybody
that video.
Spider Woman and forgot, you know, that. By the way, a lot of detective sleuths. Right away, we're like, "That's this person," and then we identified Spider Woman. And
can we get the mods to get a link on that?
Yeah. In terms of so I'm just looking like AWOC is a bit. The question was like an underrated line, like one that
Yeah.
like, and I think that they're super underrated because everybody I've shown them to, like, I wouldn't consider like NECA shit underrated because I don't know. I feel like they get theirs.
Mhm.
I wouldn't consider Mythic Legions underrated. They're great, but I feel like they get theirs too. So I don't know. I don't know what's like one that's like under the. I mean, then there's a lot of different like third-party companies like Mithril and Medi Toys and shit like that. But like, so I guess you can maybe. Oh, the other one. This one. They're really nice figures. Savage Crucible.
Oh yeah, great figures too. Yeah.
Yeah, makes really nice. So those are two companies that to me they kind of like go together. At least I think of them. I put them in the same pool. And I'm a big like. I'm not a huge military figure guy. I'm a big like sword and sorcery fantasy. You know, other than Batman, I love
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, do you have the Royal Guard from Savage Crucible? That's the black lizard with like the cool armor.
I must because I have all of them, including the white one that just came out that was an exclusive to. So I'm caught up. I think with them. I love their. You probably saw it, Avi, if you're into that. It was like the black armor, white hair. He looks like a vampire. He's a human, but like with white hair.
He's got a tiger face.
No. It's a human. No? It's a human knight that they're doing.
Oh, Elric.
Yeah. That one is. It looks a really. I think Frazetta Girls makes really nice shit too. Like they. I
get worried about their articulation or the plastic on them. They're great looking figures. It's just I worry about the plastic. I just think over time they go bad.
You think there's something?
That's Icon Collectibles. More Icon Collectibles, not the Savage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have that King Conan from Mezco, and I put the Frazetta Girls maidens around him, and it looks great, dude. It looks like something out of like a painting. The only thing that bothers me is the articulation.
I know.
It's just 90 degrees. Like you want those maidens to be like that cami that Max was showing. Like you want them to like have like be bending on the knees and this and that. Yeah, like I was like, so now I'm kind of like
that pose.
Everybody, I think I have her in the same pose. I don't know where the fuck I have her in the same pose though. But yeah, I think
y'all watch too much Ninja.
So you're probably referring to Tigra, right? You have Tigra.
Tigra, because they had a Black Friday sale, and dude, it was cheap. It was like $35.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna get 3 maidens, and
that's a great
like
price
$100
for that figure.
And it made that display because everybody that comes in to see it, as if I have a ton of people here, but like the one person that was like, oh my god, like that's fucking cool. That looks like but it does bother me that they can't. It feels like it should pose more. You know what I mean? Like when people get Flipboard, they're not expecting it to like. It's like a Motu figure. They're expecting like old school Motu articulation, but that figure feels like it should pose all the way, and it doesn't. And that bothers me. But I will stick to Savage Crucible and AWOC in terms of my taste. And I love sword and sorcery type of shit. Like that. That to me is like two underrated like lines.
So the reason I brought up that the Royal Guard from Savage Crucible is I was just doing a kit. I'm not a custom, like I do customs by kit bashing, not painting. I don't go near the paint stuff. So I was messing around with one of the Royal Guards, and I was like, like I'm a big fan of like chimps, like Kongs or gorillas. So I have like a huge gorilla army or like a chimp, like a monkey army, right? Like a big monkey army display. So I was like, oh shit, the Royal Guard has like the black skin and everything, and I was like, let me put a monkey head on him. And I took one of my savage heads and it put it right on his face, and it just looked phenomenal.
It just fit, okay, yeah. They have that head pack, right?
The head pack one, yeah. So I put that on, and I just have to swap out the feet. But once I do that, you'll have like an armored monkey, which looks so dope. Because my Caesar needs a guard, so I figured that would be the one.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's they do a lot of fun shit, man. And we need Planet of the Apes. Yeah, like I mean, their stuff is and and it's all compatible. Like, you know, like dude, I wish I don't want to just dunk on Super 7, but like it's like I see like what like AWOC does, and I'm like, why can't like you just do that with like why can't I have posable Thundercats? Like it's exactly what we were talking about before, like the hipster myth. It's like I can't have a Chitara that does a running pose. Like what are you talking about? Like, so it's like shit like that bothers me. I was like, why can't you? So AWOC is the closest that I can get, you know.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I think G.I. Joe is probably going to be the only thing that saves Super 7. If they can get that shit design right. They just released today that they were doing 4 more O-ring figures.
I saw that.
And of course, just some straight, if they just get over this fucking, it's got to be the obscure shit nobody fucking cares about.
Falcon and Jinx isn't obscure. I mean, the only thing different with Jinx was she got her little plungers.
Nobody but us old timers care about that shit.
But it was the movie. Everybody watched the movie.
Yeah.
Didn't they announce like 2 like more like Sunbow figures or something? Or they might
they were repaints and they're $10 more.
Oh my god, dude!
I know, right?
How can you see that foot that many times?
I am so their Lady J was abysmal. I bought their Lady J for $15 on clearance, and their Baroness less or so, but lady, and the paint on the, it's like you want a Lady J to be pretty. You know what I mean? It's you have an opportunity to do Sunbow to the cartoon, and then they had to cancel. There was a G.I. Joe all-female line that they had to basically put. Yeah. They put the kibosh on it because they're like no interest in it. So it's
well, when you make that shit barrel, nobody wants a barrel-chested Lady J.
Yeah.
If Lady J looks like just
maybe cans, but not barrels.
Yeah.
I would say justice for Lady J, because I haven't seen like a Lady J figure yet. And I'm also talking on the classified because I got both of those. They're okay, but I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Lady J that I grew up with. I'm waiting for this is, I'm waiting for this version for mummy girl version of Lady J. I'm like, yes, something about that Lady J is.
They've got a couple. There's a Japanese company who's done a Scarlet, a Baroness.
You're talking about the
Lady J.
Kotobuki statues. But they're statues.
Yeah,
I believe her name would be Lady Double D.
Yes, I like that. Or Lady Double Face. I mean, they can.
I mean, you can customize again. Like I know, it kind of pulls at it if you want 6-inch versus 6.5. But like Bernice from Cesare Studios, that was an amazing figure. They just showed off pictures today of the second Bernice 2.0.
Dude, that is another underrated line. Thank you for bringing up Cesare. Yeah. That is another, their gladiator women are fucking great. I have their creatures, their 2 Minotaurs that they or 3.
Yeah, they have those 2 Minotaurs. They have the Red Rhino, and then the Red Rhino.
That's
and the Sabretooth, and the Sabretooth also came out. Yeah,
that's another underrated, probably one of the best female sculpts that ever. The aftermarket on Cesare female gladiators, it's nuts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's crazy. Like a lot of people agree that was, that was the one. So that's another company. Again, it's like one of these things that you don't know it until somebody says it, and then you're like, yes, Cesare is like another company that I feel like. I just feel like now they've been in a weird. And again, maybe they're working on shit. I'm sure they are, but I feel like I haven't heard from them in a while.
Well, they announced a while back that they were making another 3-pack of females. So Bernice 2.0, you have the female Roman guard, And then there was like another gladiator chick.
Is
that they were
Bernice 2.0 like a new body, or is it like
it's gonna be a same body, different armor, and there's an updated. I would say
I'll be
I
right
should
back.
maybe updated body assets. She's grown.
She has
There you
larger
go.
breasts.
Yes, she has larger breasts. But it's gonna probably be the same articulation, which was don't make a change from that.
No, that was
Yeah.
yeah. Cesare is another one that, even like the male soldiers, the Roman soldiers that they have, like everything is pretty fucking solid from that company.
Oh, I have an entire Roman display back here with the Cesare stuff. So
Oh, nice. Did you get? I overpaid for it, so I don't want to say how much. But did you get the Maximus? Do you have the Maximus helmet that was in Wave 1?
I have to check. I don't remember, to be honest with you, because most of my Wave 1 stuff has been put in the corner
Okay.
in my top of my bookshelves, or where I keep all my box figures, and
Okay.
it's been covered by a lot of other figures.
Copy.
I do need to open it because I've been working on this whole display thing, and it's always like a struggle. Should I display this or should I display that? And I'm sure you understand this because you collect so many different lines and different things, and just like I don't know what to display.
I get rotating makes me happy. I don't know if I'm weird like that, but like I don't
But
mind.
where do you put the stuff where you rotate out?
I just put it in the garage.
See, I don't want to put my figures in the garage.
No.
I feel like it's disrespectful to them and me because I spent so much money on them.
I mean,
And, like-
I'm not putting them in there forever, but like
Yeah.
while I just show some. I also it's a little different because I'm just trying to. First of all, I'm still settling into the space, and like reviewing stuff always makes it impossible to display anything for too long. You know what I mean? I always talk about this with John. It's like you'll have a display, but then you'll be like, okay, now I want to review this, and you can move it. So it's just like, this. It's not my job, but it's definitely like a dedication is doing this channel, and it's not like Ryan where he's got like one display right behind him, the same display. So I just have to find ways to make it fun,
Yeah. So like I'm. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so are you getting stuff to review just for review, or are you getting it because you want to have it?
I don't really review anything that I don't want.
Okay.
Not, and funny enough, I've turned stuff down where I just didn't like it. There have been people. There was somebody. I don't want to out anybody, but there was one. There was like robots that I don't know. There have been a few times where I'm like, I don't want to. It's not for me. So usually if it's something that I review, I have a feeling that I'm gonna like it, if that makes sense. Like I'm like, like this feels like something I would like, but that's happened too where I got it and I was like, oh fuck this, you know what I mean? But at this point it's really just something that I like because I really can't muster up fake energy or this is awesome like that Joy Toy shit. Like I'm a fucking fan. I'd be buying that anyway. So that's where I am at this point. Like it's shit that I would probably just get anyway, and then I try to make it. And I'll be real honest, guys. Like I get a lot of inspiration just for I'm trying to design like a few new figures, for like a wave 2. So like this shit kind of like inspires me. I'll look at something, I'll be like, oh, this could be a cool, like I like this feature. Like like you kind of like in your head just steal ideas and just go like this, for your own shit. So I don't know. This is like my happy place.
It's okay, Hatter. Originality is only undiscovered plagiarism. It's fine.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I mean, there's only like what is it? There's only 8 stories, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's
5 scripts in Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm gonna be the one to invent a 6th one.
Oh, that's true.
Nah, that's work.
Yeah, fuck that. So anyway,
I haven't got into doing reviews yet, but that's something that's on my docket to do. Is this time and then the space. So I have a friend of mine who's making me a diorama, so that way it's my backdrop for the reviews.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
You
his
being
name
professional.
Darte?
No, his name is HVX Customs, who's a little bit more
Okay.
local to me, and he does great work, and he does a lot of he does actually amazing dioramas. Actually, I have a few of his stuff on display.
God, no, that's great.
Duarte
Shout
took me down.
out to Duarte, by the way.
Yeah.
That dude's a fucking genius.
He is a genius.
Um,
And if you buy from his
Hard
store,
worker as well.
use code FFC10 to get a 10% discount.
what's the code?
FFC10.
FFC 10. Okay.
Oh, we got quite a few things to use at FFC 10.
I know. So we actually just
Yeah,
today finalized the collecticontoys.com, which is now one of our newest sponsors. So the code is everywhere: FFC10, Hella Dope Toys, the Dio King, which is Duarte, and Collecticon Toys for your Transformers needs.
That's
So
awesome.
Hatter,
And he's got a shitload of blockies.
When that mech suit comes out from Duarte, I take it you're going to be.
I'm a big fan of his. It's going to depend on the price. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say it loosely. I really think that dude's like a genius. He's kind of like a mad genius. You know what I mean? He's like
Yeah, that fits.
you know, but I don't care. You know what I mean? For me, it's just depends on the price. I'll promote the shit out of it, and I'll definitely spread the word. But yeah, how about that fucking mech, dude? How about that Power Ranger setup he did? Like,
It's insane. Seeing it in person.
Yeah.
Seeing
I
it in
don't give
person
two
was a whole new
shits
level.
about Power Rangers.
Oh, you saw him? You
but
guys saw him in
that
person?
thing is amazing, absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
that's
he showed me videos of it before he published it. I was like, this is like from the set. Like it was
Exactly. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, so he had it set up at IshCon, so I definitely had a close look at it, and it was awesome. And actually, my old co-host Brandon Killstrated Figs actually ordered one, so he's gonna eventually. I think he said he's gonna keep that one. So
That's
he's
awesome.
been getting rid of his figures lately. So.
until he sells it to Abby.
I don't do Power Rangers, so I'm not doing that one.
Hey, I'll
mean,
tell
that-
you what I do like though. He came out with the little pods, the little Power
Yeah.
Ranger
right,
pods.
right.
But he sat there and he was like, and this is one thing that's just the mad genius part. He's like, you don't have to do these with Power Rangers. And he showed one he'd done for like Mars Industries for Destro. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm sold. Yeah.
How many did you buy?
I haven't bought any because all my money is focused on DFW.
that looming DFW is coming.
Yeah. And I'm also a broke cripple. So it
Get that OnlyFans up, dude, and run it.
yeah, that's
You know what? To be honest, that's my next move. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I'll make.
I heard it's very successful for some people. So
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you want to get a joint account, man? We could do some. I got some
Yeah.
beautiful feet.
I say we do something. You know what I mean? Just like because if we have a joint account, then we'll have more content, and it's not going to be like I just don't want it to be. Yeah, there you go. I just don't want it to be the onus just to be on me. You know what I mean?
Top hat on the. Yeah, just put the
Why don't you
top
put the
hat on
fez,
me.
put the fez on your feet, and then really brand.
Yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
yes.
Nice.
We've got all the little feetsies you little boys and girls want to see. Come, join us. Mad Hatter Only Feet channel.
Only flip horse.
only flip. God damn it.
Holy flippers. See, that's a shirt you should actually make because I guarantee
should.
people will buy it.
You know what? There's a few shirts. The one that actually came up as an idea 2 days ago is hey, where's my flipboard, bro? Because that is the question I get at least. Now it's like a running joke because like
I've been waiting 30 minutes for an invoice, so I'm
Damn. maybe it's that time difference.
right.
Yeah.
This is an
What
interesting
it's like.
question.
It's
too.
like 4 p.m. in California right now. Whatever.
What time? I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 8 something. What time? Oh, you guys are 3 hours ahead, right?
Yeah,
I'm
11:35 here.
10:30. They're
He's
11.
10
Oh,
yeah,
you
he's
guys
10:30.
are,
We're
you guys are
11:30.
burning it, man.
Oh, dude, this is nothing.
This is nothing.
Talib and I went to like 4 in the morning once for a special Saturday open mic night. So
Yes.
Still
we
feeling
blame
it.
we blame Kaiju Daddy for that one.
Roll Keeper says, I'm waiting, Kat. I will say, I announced this, but we have gotten out, we had thousands of orders. We have gotten out more than 1/3 of them. Now well past 1/3. And so the rest is left. And it's 2 guys. It's really 2 guys that are shipping everything. I just think we didn't realize how many orders we would have. I thought it'd be like, I don't know, like a few hundred, but we're making headway. It's we just want to. I didn't realize like how much, like, because it's different. This isn't like the kind of thing where, you send 30 boxes to, like, let's say a distributor. The distributor puts it in individual boxes and sends it off. That's not how it worked. When we sent it to our guy, I guess I should have mentioned this. It wasn't like he had boxes ready to go. He then had to open a box like a factory, take these accessories, put them in, take this accessory, put them in, take this accessory, put them in. So, I guess, and I probably should have mentioned that. I jumped the gun. I think sometimes I'm a little too honest with these things because I'm like, they're in the port. And I think some people were like, that means I'm getting my shit next week. And then Ralph from Toy Stock was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, what? Doesn't it mean like they're ready to go? He's like, no, I have to pack this. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess what could happen? And then it's been literally every day, where's my flipboard, bro? So,
if you've got people waiting, then that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's not great for the people waiting, but we know everybody's gonna get their shit.
No, yes, everybody. We already have.
Good. I'm glad that you're that busy.
So toy collectors have plenty of patience, is what you're saying?
Yes, plenty of patience.
Yeah,
yeah. There's,
not at all.
I'm saying that mistakes might have been made. I got too eger. I feel like this is one of those interviews.
Where's my dopamine, Hatter? Where is it? Where is it?
I feel like it's one of those interviews where it's like, what did you do? What would you say you do wrong? And I'm like, I got way too eager. But no, everything is getting shipped. And if you want to get a Flipboard toy style, somebody, I missed it, Roll Keeper, thank you. Put it over there. There is limited stock, and once we finish the stock on Flipboard, I will not make that Flipboard again. I would like to make. There's a Sexy Time figure I want to make, and there's a few other things I want to make. But it'll still be part of the Flipboard.
I'm down for that.
Whatever.
Did you say there's a Sexy Time Flipboard?
No, well, not Sexy Time Flipboard, but there's a set. I had this. I think I announced this before, but I have a sketch of her. This I wanted to make this character right here. Her name is Evil Bay, and I guess you can just Bay spelled B-A-E, and like she'll have like eBay colors, and she'll be the mistress of the auction house, and she has like, you see how she has like this, because she's the mistress of the auction house. She has a sand timer on her hammer because like when the auction runs out, but she will have eBay colors, and this is like, she's like an Evelyn type character in the Champions of Nefertiti world. She's very thick, by the way. Yes, the E for Evil Bay. She used to be Bay, but now she's Evil Bay. And so this is like one that I want to make. I thought it'd be real funny, so it's like shit like that. That's kind of like tongue-in-cheek stuff. That
let it not be said that you do not have your finger on the pulse of the zeitgeist of the toy community. Because that is some toy community level that you got to know.
Now, does she have a sidekick named Mary Kari?
No. So I had two thoughts about. So her sidekick is a cowboy girl named ATM, and she's basically an ATM, like a floating Orko character, but like an ATM. It's got like a cowboy hat, and that she I think will come with that. But like I was thinking, the Mercarians are mer people that sell shit like they're the worst of the worst. They kind of look like the South Park guy. Remember the dude who's like sitting at his computer like this,
Yeah.
but with a fishtail. So that'll be the Mercarians, but it'll be like MER with the dash. So that's another one that I have a list. But here's how I'm going to introduce them to people. I had mentioned Quentin Bedwell, who works with Ryan and works on the Action Force. I'm going to do some trading cards that will show people just like some of these figures and as characters and you know, I don't know, gauge it, see, and whatever. If I try another Kickstarter and I fall flat on my face with these things, that's fine. But I think they'll be really funny. The sculptor that is going to do Evil Bay is one of the best sculptors working today. Works for Mondo, works for NECA. He has agreed to do it already. So I'm taking it as serious as a heart attack to make this a beautiful looking figure, sexy time, mistress of the auction house. And so I'm trying to set up like maybe 3 characters for like a wave 2, and then I have an idea for something else. So that's kind of, you know, it's like the Tick or South Park meets Masters of the Universe that I'm just trying to pull.
So is the Orko type character going to be like the Ollie's guy? That's the.
Well, I have my floating ATM. My floating ATM girl will be the only floating character I have, but I think she's just going to be a pack-in with Evil Bay.
Who is the old man in the Motu cartoons? I know they did a figure of him. I can't remember.
You're talking about Gwildor from the movie?
No. All right. No, there was a old man like the merchant. They used the same cell animation for him and like 3 other characters.
Oh, I don't remember that. I mean, I probably do, but like, the other thing is, I think she's going to come with 2 shields. Okay. One will be a small shield with the eBay, with the E logo, and that shield will be called. It's a very small shield called Seller's Protection. And then she'll have a gigantic shield, and the gigantic shield will be called Buyer's Protection. And so we'll be able to like have the 2 shield. It'll have again, I'm not saying it's eBay colors, but if there's red, yellow, blue, and green, you can't copyright that eBay. Like the lawyers, they can't do anything. They can't fuck with us if we want to use those colors. She just might be those colors.
Now, will she come in 2 price points? One with free shipping and one is it pay for shipping?
Maybe. I mean, like, I haven't decided. I don't know. We'll figure. We'll figure that. We'll make it as funny as possible.
10% off of free shipping.
We'll figure that out.
Little PayPal color blue back pocket.
Well, I am thinking of a character called not PayPal, but because that'll get me, I think, sued. But
maybe.
I am thinking of a character called Baypal. Since she's Evil Bay, I can use Baypal, and Baypal might be a little troll or something. I don't know what Baypal will be, or maybe Baypal is ironic because he's real big. I don't know.
This is amazing.
What was the Motu character that you would build different characters? Because you could do that one as like pay in 4.
That was.
You're talking about Moduloc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pay in 4 version of him.
Yeah. I'm working on this guy. This is actually an exclusive. Do you want an exclusive? This is one that I'm working on right now. You can't. But I have this character right here. I call him the Hound of Tarjay, and he's a big werewolf character with. Now this is not copywritten. This symbol is going to be red, but it's a bullseye. It's a crosshair. It's not a bullseye. And you know how in front of targets they have those red balls because they don't want. So his weapon will be this mace, and he's got like a chain and this and that. And because I always wanted like a big fucking werewolf. So this will be like something.
You know, Target will probably let you sell that in their store.
I would love it. Target, if you're listening, let me sell this. This is a bloodthirsty. This is one weapon that I do want to give him. I don't know if I can make it, is I would love for him to have a shopping cart that he ripped in two, and then he uses the shopping cart as like weapons, like the Hulk. Like that's what I would love to like. Imagine having like half a half a shopping cart, like, and that's what he used. So I would love for him to have that, and then I would love for him to come. One of the ideas was another dog called Walnut or something, but I don't know. Maybe
Can I
that's
pet that dog?
Huh?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Yes, this is an exclusive. I didn't announce this yet, but I this might be wave 2, guys.
That's awesome.
This is amazing.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm taking it real serious. That art took me. I drew that. That took me a long time to draw. I am a very slow. I got into an accident when I was in my 20s, and I draw like this. Like I hold my pen like this. So if I hold it too long, I have to stop. Like I can't draw for a few hours. So a drawing like that will take me hours to do. So but those two I'm thinking of. This is I'm serious. I think these will be two. I think these will be 2 slots in the wave 2.
They look great.
I'm down for one of those
They look
slots.
great.
You're done. And then I do have a variant, because I feel like I wouldn't remake Flipboard again, but I think that there is a higher level that you can make to be. I can't afford. I already looked at the cost of making a shopping cart, because I wanted to make this intergalactic shopping cart from hell that he could ride like Lobo into the galaxies. But I got the cost to tool something like that, and I can't afford that. But maybe if I can kickstart this wave and this could do at a decent, then maybe on the next thing I could, it was just too expensive.
We need some die cast. Those shopping carts need to be die cast.
Yeah, like you want that to have but that would look.
I want to be able to hit people with them in real life.
Red. It needs to be red.
Needs to be a what?
It needs to be red.
Yeah, like I was thinking to make one in red and one in blue, and have one be but
the cool thing is the blue one would work for Walmart and Ross.
Walmart's carts. Oh, they're blue. Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart. Well, the thing is that I'm most excited about is like Flipboard. You'll see every Flipboard comes with a wired cape, like a cloak of Target watch. So he'd look great with a shopping cart, especially if it was like on a clear stand, just like fucking flying his intergalactic shopping cart. Maybe there'll be like a slot for like CAPTCHA, and you can have him like in a little like co-pilot. Like I want to do something like that, but I ran the numbers. I ran it by
instead of treasure chest, you have the bottom shelf lift up, and there's the old
Dude, shit like that, man. Like nobody's gonna make this line. So I was like, this is maybe this could have some place in the marketplace, but we'll see.
We're workshopping it right now.
Yes.
There's a lot of ideas.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Yeah.
I've genuinely been impressed with just, it's hard to, a lot of these collectors, like we were talking about earlier with, we joke amongst ourselves because, we're not grown-ups, but we're just old kids.
We're old kids. Right.
Somebody takes it too serious. To have somebody who just can just take and just remind us that it's like the man who used to follow Julius Caesar during the Triumph Parade, and he would just, "You're just a man. You're just a man. You're just a man." Yeah, nobody gets that reference anyway. But it just to laugh at this, to have fun with it again. Just have fun. What the fuck? You collect toys. Why can't you have fun?
Yeah, it's definitely like something that I want to still keep it fun. I want to keep the numbers low-ish. You know what I mean? Like something where it's like people that get it, they get it, and
Yeah, because you need to be able to flip that shit. I mean, I get
exactly.
Definitely.
And also nothing that I wouldn't want myself. Like I would love a fucking werewolf version of the Target dog. You know what I mean? Like
right.
That's very true as well.
I want that. So like
It needs to have flocking. If you don't do flocking, I'm not backing that shit.
I'm wondering if like flocking should be like a different like because I love flocking too, but I know that sometimes flocking, like I'm wondering if there should be a choice if you want like a flocking version or if you know, because sometimes people don't like flock.
I'm not a fan of flocking either.
I was just being a dumbass.
No. But that's a thing. That's a thing that happens. Yeah, that's an exclusive. That's an exclusive right here. That's one that I'm thinking of.
You saw it here, people.
Yep.
Yeah, you saw it here.
Clip it.
And we post it everywhere. What's up, Rashad?
Yo,
We are 50 minutes over.
man.
Where did the time go, boys?
I got a good hour in for being
And
late.
If you don't take that
I
shit
think
in
it's-
3 hours, you're all fucking pussies.
I just feel bad for Stu because Stu is our after or the members only right after this. So I know it's funny enough. Like I haven't even gotten through half of the questions that I had came up with you for you.
So you're saying you guys are
Part
bullshitting a lot.
deuce.
Well,
We need to have a part two.
On the Empire Strikes Back, or the Temple of Doom version, the sequel of you know, I'll be happy to return if you guys
Yeah, we definitely
Wait,
need a
didn't
sequel.
Temple of Doom happen before?
I was gonna say, this is the
Raiders
Temple of
Lost
Doom.
Ark?
Damn it! I
Yeah,
fucked
this is
that up.
Temple of- Yeah.
Sorry, I was going in sequential of release date. I didn't realize I was talking
Actually,
I didn't realize I was talking to Indiana Jones connoisseurs.
I just finished watching a retro blasting. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I do need 4 hours. Yes. I mean, I'm a chatty Kathy. Flockor, I don't even know her. I like that. The classics never die.
Where do you get a lot of your ideas from for like Flipboard, just the character building and stuff like that?
Me? I just gave him 6.
Yeah.
Fucking rich now. He didn't need.
It's funny enough, this is like an outlet because like I started in animation. The first thing I ever wrote was like a pilot that almost became something at Disney, then it failed, and I don't say that as like, stuff fails all the time. But I've been lucky enough since then. I've been like a ghostwriter for a few years. Ghostwriter. I don't turn into a skull flaming motorcyclist. I've been if you don't know what a ghostwriter is, it's they will hire you to work on some movie, work on some screenplay, work on fix it up and this and that. That is a fun job, but the problem is you never get credit and you never get to do what you want to do. And this thing that started as a joke.
You've been doing dinosaur erotica? Is that what's...
Only the Triassic era. I don't fuck with Jurassic or anything after that. But Triassic
Cretaceous period. Yeah.
No, I don't. The Cretaceous is not. You know what I mean? It's not as Cretaceous is not hot. It doesn't move. But so this is like a itch to scratch, where I was like, this could be like a really fun, goofy, like thing that doesn't really exist in any other figure line. You know what I mean? Like this could be like a fun, because like, look, there's a lot of stuff that's out there. There's a lot of like gladiators. There's a lot of soldiers. There's a lot of animal warriors. There's a lot of, but like, I was just going like, there's not this like goofy, like, try like that. Like if you're a toy collector, you kind of get it too. And it's kind of like self-referential. And to me, it was funny, and I can only go by the thing that I like. So I was like, like I'm going to work on something like this that will be funny for people that are fans of comics and toys, and they'll get it. And so that was like the thing. I was like, that'll put me in my own lane, and
You're
I'll just
marketing
have
to the
fun in my
collectors.
lane, you know.
You're marketing really to the collectors, and it's a good idea.
We need to stop being
Yeah,
serious and play with our toys and have fun with them.
Yeah, it's a and I just thought it'd be funny to like, one of the things that we did was we said like, this will be the first action figure of a toy flipper that can also has flipping action. Dude, I had so many people tell me, they were like, dude, don't do the flipping action because it's going to cost a lot. I lost a lot of money that I could have gotten in the Kickstarter campaign because I wanted him to flip stuff, because I'm like, this is the only chance, guys. If we're going to make a figure of a toy flipper, he better flip the thing. So like, it's like shit like that where, and lucky enough that a lot of people came out for it. And, you know, I think that there's room on people's shelves to be like, here's my funny space. Here's my space where we can be goofy and do, you know, and have like a conversation. And there's fun lore. The comic.
If there's not, there needs to be.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. So, this really was like, it's kind of like an outlet to somebody who's been on the brunt of a lot of toy flipping, been on the brunt of a lot of like evil bay. I was just like, this is like a funny, you know, I find it funny when she has a shield that's all large and it's called buyer protection, because buyers get protected all the time. You know what I mean? Like eBay always sides with the buyer. So it's like, you know, but so it's just like one of these things. But I guess the thing that I figured that if they also look cool, like if it looks good, then even if you're not like so attuned to the joke, like you still might want it, which has actually been beneficial, because there's a lot of people that said that they got it just because they were like, it just kind of looks cool and it goes with my Motu shit, and I like that, and I don't care. So, you know.
So can she go into the offensive with like a feedback pole arm, or?
Yeah. I gotta do something with feedback. I gotta figure something. This is like, I feel like it's almost like a writer's room at this point. Like I feel like I gotta do something with feedback, because there are some. So the reason why she has a hammer is it's a gavel, because you know the auctioneer has the gavel, and that turns into a hammer. I gotta figure out feedback. She has an ATM character she comes with. I got to figure out who Baypal is. I got to figure all that shit out. Somebody said, Scott said, I already mentioned her pet is Feedbat.
That's true.
I like that.
That's just hilarious.
You know, everybody always talks about, you can't get any of those old Mel Brooks movies today. And then here you've got great satire. Just buy it. It's right there for $49.95. You've got it.
Yeah, and you will get if you look up reviews. We tried to straddle the line between a boutique price, because you know we can't afford to sell something like this for $20. We're just, you know, we're not making.
It's a good price.
But,
I mean, it's a good price. It's fair. I just bought one, so I know it's.
Yeah, but I will say though, Max, like when you see this as much shit as you get, like this is almost the size of Flipboards, and it comes with. So we I think we wanted to work real hard to give you enough stuff that made it worth it, and the feedback has been really great. On it. And again, I have 2 more surprises that if people like this line, Champions of Neferity, you will stick with us. Stick with the Champions of Neferity. And I understand that Neferity is not a word.
Have some fun, people.
Yes. That was one of my proudest moments, we gave that figure to everybody knows who this toy reviewer is, but I won't say his name because maybe he doesn't want this story out. But he hit me up and he goes, "Hey, Neferity isn't a word, is it? Isn't it nefariousness?" And I was like, "Yes, but that's a very long word. So we just made up a word." And he's like, "Yeah, I love that." And then that was like, "All right, good to go." And then another person that I also was proud of, I was like, "Do you know the acronym to this is CON, right?" Are you okay with that? I'm like, yes, I want it to be con. Because when the inevitable convention comes up, we will have con, and we will and people will travel from miles to come, and we'll all get drunk. Can you imagine a convention where the objective is to get drunk and play with figures? That's going to be con.
I would love that. I do that.
You know what? When that happens, I will bring a handle of 30-year-old Glenfiddich, and we will.
They make those in handles.
I got you. I will special order one.
I don't think they make those in handles.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just buy 4 bottles.
Yeah,
that's better.
Wait, what is Hal saying? You need Hal, are you saying a California character?
Oh yeah, definitely a California character.
What do you mean, Hal? Hal, I don't understand.
Talking about Canada.
I was gonna say maybe the Canadian one would be more expensive, but have less stuff included.
Canada. You can make it Kajabi.
It would be $85 with tariffs. So
Oh, dude, we had a hard. We got burned on the tariff thing. Not.
Everybody's getting burned.
Yeah, I will say we got lucky, but it still grazed my ass. You know what I mean? Like I got out of the fire, but the fire still kind of exploded and just burned my back a little bit. But we were real scared because at one point the threat was we were looking up warehouses where we were just gonna have to store the thing because we're the price was so high. We're like, dude, it's Kickstarter money. We don't have the. This wasn't something where we get it in and then we can adjust the price and sell it. They're already sold. So what do we do?
Yeah.
So we got. I really feel bad. I hope that this goes away, but I feel really bad for anybody that is doing. I know a few people that are doing Kickstarters, and I don't know if they're going to get hit with some. Because this is not a big moneymaker. The margins are very thin. So I hope that they're okay, man. It's fucking.
Wait,
scary.
you're telling me you're not living in a mansion right now with a Lamborghini?
Well, I said that. Yes, I'm very wealthy, but I'm saying that.
I don't know how anybody is doing a Kickstarter right now. Period. I don't know how it hasn't completely killed that market.
Well, a lot of people like Unparalleled Universe. I know he's in a holding pattern. Like there's a lot of people that are
they want to hold.
I don't want to because they had that 90-day moratorium.
Yeah.
And who the fuck knows what happens after that? Maybe the tariffs go back up to nobody knows. So it's fucking scary, dude.
So I was talking about Cesare earlier. They actually made an announcement saying that we're gonna wait to release the new wave.
Cesare announced. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they actually said we're gonna wait, but then we're gonna start giving you updates. But when they put the 90-day hold, they were like, "Okay, we're gonna show you off some stuff, but let's see what happens," because they're like, "We can't afford the tariffs," is what they straight up said.
That's fucking brutal, dude. It's it's that, and then so I know one of the guys he had a Kickstarter called Monstores, David Igo, really nice guy. You probably saw the campaign. They're almost like Street Sharks type of figures. He made his campaign, but it was a reasonable. It wasn't none of these are astronomical, in the millions thing. He made his goal, right? Yeah. And but he told me that he's just afraid because he has a certain price point that now he has to work with, and I am personally relieved that Flipboard's here, but it's moving forward, who the fuck knows, dude?
No.
Poop or Titlin. I will promise this, that if we can make this Evil Bay, she will have, out of all the Motu characters, she will be a very aesthetically pleasing.
Okay.
She does have those thick thighs, so
yes, I will say that. I will say that I know who buys toys. That is My benefit is that as a lifer myself, I know the mind because
So
I'm a mind too.
Someone was asking if her chest armor was replaceable.
I want to challenge you this. I want to see you make Ninja drool over that figure.
I will.
That's my challenge to you. But,
I think that's so. I am very confident in the sculptor that we have. He is very good at what he does, and his faces are beautiful. And he's got to be the best female. And I'm just not mentioning him because he hasn't signed on the dotted line yet. But if I can give this guy enough alcohol to agree, Ninja will be happy. That's all I'm saying. I always am thinking of Ninja when I'm thinking of female figures because I want that video where he's going, guys, you gotta take a look at this female figure. Like that's my dream.
Take my money.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have fun.
Yes, and I think we need to set up a part 2 to this.
Yes, not Temple of Doom, but The Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly, a sequel, regardless.
Yes, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I'll take that one actually.
Shadows of the Empire. Here we go.
But no, again, Matt Hatter, thank you very much for being.
Yeah, this was fun. This is great,
a
guy.
lot of
This is an awesome vibe here. You know, some of these things you go on, they're fucking boring as shit, or they're just there to like raise money and like satiate a guy's ego. That, you know, let's face it, you go on there and you're basically like, yay, 100 episodes, you're doing so great. Like, you know, just like a fucking automaton. But this was fun. This is like, you know, 4 guys just talking, shooting the shit with the chat. That's what it should be, Ryan. Okay, it should be that. It's not all about you and your accomplishments. Holy shit.
Don't we have a Dragonfly to give away?
Yeah, Dragonfly.
That was that show. That was the other show. My bad.
By the way, I know the guy that won that. Funny enough, he knows Ryan. It's a little weird, right?
Ooh.
It's a little coincidental. That's all I'm saying. Like, how does he know Ryan?
Rigged. You heard it here, people.
I'm sure there's a way to rig one of these, like these.
I mean, you could rig it pretty easily, actually. Just share a different screen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Share.
Yeah, literally, just share a different screen.
Dude, I'll fucking watch that thing like a Zapruder film and just find the moment where, like, where like it turns on. I'll just to out him, just to fucking out that guy. Okay. Giving away a dragonfly. Yeah, let me see it.
But you know, we actually gave away a dragonfly in this show too.
I know, but
on this channel.
you guys strike me as more legit. You know what I mean? It's not all a song and dance for.
It actually went to. It went to. I think it went to Justin Booth, from what I remember.
Oh, did it? By the way, where is that fool? What do you go to? He's on my coast. Is he all?
I got it.
Tired?
I got a yellow bicycle.
I gotta remember who it went to.
I still haven't got anything from Abby. I can't win.
Oh, I like that. 112 scale
Right?
too.
Yeah. Look.
That was from India too.
Oh, I like that. Fucking awesome, dude.
And it's cold, so you know it's diecast. That's
it's a nice diecast bike. I like that.
That's a Jobby the Hong says that's how you test. to
You
see if
don't
it's
know
cold.
what kind of paint was used on it that you're just rubbing all over.
That's also very true. It is India. Oh God.
He's gonna see color.
It tastes spicy. Should it taste spicy?
Tastes
I
like
feel-
curry.
I feel dizzy.
It's like, why is my one eye? Just...
see, that's right. So, I mean, again, a lot of the people who are watching, they win a lot of stuff. So
No, no, you guys seem legit here, man. Like I feel like I can feel it. You
hey,
know?
Hal,
You know some
The-
candy?
the Dragonfly went to Canada, bro.
Oh, Hal, he just fucking faced you.
Yeah. What now, Hal?
It went
Yeah.
to Canada.
Leave Hal alone because
Why?
we love his
FYI.
images on his.
We do love your images. That's true.
Oh
Actually,
wait, he changed it to. Oh,
he
I like
changed it.
Sydney Sweeney better, but that's
She
all
has
right.
beautiful eyes, Hal.
I think I might have tattooed that. Shit.
Hal's a good dude, but he changes his avatar too much, and it always throws me off. You know what I mean? Like,
I like it gives us a variety to look at.
It does, but
Almost like our super chats.
It inconveniences me, which is really the biggest crime you can make, is inconveniencing me. Yeah, no, this is fun, guys. I'll come back anytime you want. Anytime. Just let me know.
Here's another, or I was going to say another R name, but the collector over here said, I'm a 9-year-old boy that would like to have a Flipboard figure for my birthday, which is today.
Oh, little boy. First of all, happy birthday, kiddo.
And go enjoy Joe Fest. He put a post earlier saying he bought 41 figures today.
Holy shit.
How many books did you buy, collector?
That little boy has the thickest beard I've ever seen on a 9-year-old.
Man, it's the hormones they put in that chicken. That's what does it.
The biggest damn Lego room you'll ever see.
Bought 2 books. 41 figures at 2 books.
Like to hear that, John?
The next big one is the DFW. Is that the...
This coming weekend, yeah.
So
next
this weekend,
yeah.
starting tonight, actually, was Joe Fest, and next week is DFW.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's a shit ton of cons, but SDCC is next month.
SDCC is, yes, I will be in SDCC. I will be once they put up that Praetorian, I will attempt to get to. Ryan says it shouldn't be that hard, but I am interested in that. And that will probably be the only money I spend until SDCC, which is always expensive. But
I trust me, I bought tickets, so I know.
I'm gonna send.
Yeah. Are you going or?
I am. I have my hotel, and I bought tickets on StubHub.
On StubHub?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do. Okay. Why don't you? But you got a whole show here. Why don't you sign up for like an exhibit or a press?
There's a long story to that Ryan talked to me about. You know, your favorite Ryan. Long story short, I couldn't get one, so I didn't get it.
I know you already bought one, but sometimes I get some too. So let me know if that happens again, because I
mean, I could return them. That's what I was told with StubHub. They're like, you could get rid of the tickets.
Well, I'll find out, because they're supposed to send me, because I have. I am going to also be at an exhibitor booth, and I think I get a ticket for that. And so I'll let you know, because if they do, then go with God. You know what I mean? Like
Figure Fight Club, bringing people together.
Yes,
this is what it's about.
No, really. This just happened today, where they're like, "Oh, you might get an exhibitor thing too." And I was like, "Oh, okay," but I don't.
Yeah, they gave you Super 7's exhibit.
Yeah, they gave Super 7. Dude, last year I literally had 3 passes, 3 of them that were just guest passes. I gave one to, I think, Toy Collector magazine. I gave one to a friend, and I didn't have. Now, here was the issue, Abby. Like, I mean, you might not like it. Is that I wasn't able to get that ticket until Saturday. So, but I don't know what happens now. Like, maybe they give it to me early, but if I do, I'll hook you up. But
yeah, definitely, no, because I'm flying Wednesday. So I right now I bought the 4-day pass with the preview night.
The preview. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, got it. Yeah.
That was the one I bought, and I already have my hotel and flight booked. So, and it's my birthday. It's also my birthday weekend too.
Oh, happy birthday, man!
Thank you. Oh, this next month. So
well, happy belated
or early
in the future.
Thank you.
Are you gonna meet up with a 1 LP?
Yeah, LP, Chad, and there's a few other people. Like Toy Migos are gonna be there, and some other friends.
Dude, do you know that I fucking caught that nerd at he was at a booth, and he was looking through comics, and he's like first of all, he's gigantic. Second, but he's like going through the comics, and he's like, you don't have the Silver Surfer number? Like, he's asking he's like, what? He's like, no, everything that's there. He's like, oh man, and I caught all that, and then I tap him on the shoulder like, hey, it's me, and he's like, oh, but he was just like one of those like the dude didn't even acknowledge him, and then he tried to turn around, act all tough like, Yeah, I'm just looking for a Silver Surfer book. I was like, no. I caught that whole interaction where like he basically fucking turned you down. Made you look stupid. It made you look stupid, Ryan. I don't know.
Well,
by the way, where is he? Did he go to sleep?
Probably. He's an old man. He gets tired.
He's on the same coast I am. We're 3 hours behind you. You guys are like, it's like 1 o'clock where you guys are.
12:15, but yeah.
Or
close
12.
enough. Justin Booth, the curly-headed fuck with a $5 super chat. Ryan Laserpants thoughts. What happens at DFW goes on YouTube? That is
Yeah.
also very true. And Justin, just for the super chat, you get a video.
I mean, Ryan, it would be great if you could do some DFW coverage. If you can like unchain yourself from Bobby's booth for like 5 seconds. I don't think Bobby allows him to leave the booth.
I don't think he does either. Maybe he does. I have no idea. I have no clue. But Justin, thank you.
Love that. See, that's how you got to do it, man.
Yeah, that was always the goal.
With a certain future at SDCC. Yeah, man. If he rolls up on me, one of the guys from the Foosh, I was at the Motu booth, and like I had like a backpack, and then I moved back because I was taking a picture or something, and I turn around and the Foosh guy was there, not Robo, but other guy. And I bumped into other guy, and other guy gave me like a face, like he looks at me, he goes like that, like, you know, like,
Damn.
I know you, I don't like you, and you know, he made a huge, and I didn't do anything to other guy. Like I'm always nice. I'm nice to everybody, and other guy just fucking treated me like I was like some piece of shit, man. Can you believe that?
That's horrible. That happens to me all the time.
That does.
It does. But they also think I'm like a Indian like taxi driver. So
dude, you got to fucking you're a man of culture, man. You got to fucking show these guys that you know not to fuck around, dude.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
I keep telling him. He yells at me, Hatter, because I'm like, bring the violence. Your show is called Figure Fight Club, and every time I bring out brass knuckles or a sword or a knife, he's just like, Max, stop it.
YouTube doesn't like that stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's a nice way to get like demonetized. But,
yeah, I know.
Do it on your own channel, Max.
Yes. But yeah, if I see that, I'll maybe I'll give him a catch-up pin. I'll give him a freebie. I'll give it here you go, other guy. Have a.
Because people never bump into each other at Comic-Con, right?
Ever.
No, he never. But it's just the way he did it. I know what he was doing. It's like I know a middle-aged mean girl when I meet one. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna make a face at me, and then I trashed him on my channel, and I felt good, and that's how it works. You know what I mean? That's the moral of the story is be on my good side. You know what I mean? As much as I trash Ryan, I love Ryan. You know what I mean? Like he's a good dude. Like, you know, that's it. Let's just collect toys. Why are we? What's all this tribalism?
That's why I put no one cares about your subs on my sticker.
Oh, I love that. Like, all right, Hal, I'll give you a free pin if you see me, but I'm gonna come up with 3 questions. And you got to answer at least 2 out of the 3 right.
Oh, damn.
Hal says he's a fan, but I think he just kind of like, he tunes in and then checks out. That's my suspicion. So I will construct 3 questions. Some of the stuff will be stuff I went over in this chat. And we'll see. We'll see. You know, you got to fucking earn that pin, dude.
It has to happen right away. No cheating.
Are you going to dress up like that sexy Spinks from Neverending Story when you do it? Asking for a friend.
Wait, who? Me?
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
All right, but we do have to end it because we still have a fucking another show to do. So
you guys are doing another show? Oh my god!
That's what I say too.
Dude,
and then we'll talk for another 2 hours after that show.
Look, don't get me wrong. This is fucking fun. This is like, I love shit like this, just like hanging out with the boys kind of shit. But like, holy crap, it's a lot of talking, man.
It is. I know. Well, we have a crew spotlight, right? So the members only. I like to bring on people who are members, and if they want to be on camera, we talk about them. It's kind of the same concept of how'd you start collecting? What do you like to do? What do you like to collect? Just talk about them, and it's just kind of spotlighting the members. And I really like that because it's a way of kind of. I actually put a new video here today. I'm going to play for the first time.
It starts out like that, but then it just devolves into side conversations.
Which it does too a lot, but
Yeah.
How long
But
do you
again-
normally do the after show? Like, how long do you typically?
it varies. It's gone from 1 hour to 2.5
Depends
hours.
on how much our mom lets us stay up past our bedtimes.
I know that is a thing. My mom
but it's-
still tells me when to go to sleep.
Yeah, mine. Yeah.
But for me, it's all about one thing, right? We created a strong.
Community.
That was on members only, so I could play that now, right?
I wish he was here to see it.
He's a fun guy too. I like him.
Chat is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the chat earlier.
I got privy to his DMs, so now he's sending me.
Are you saying he slipped into your DMs?
He did.
Yeah.
He's very.
It started.
focused on one thing.
It started as a Blockies conversation or question, and now I'm getting the same shit some of you guys get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's
The
known for
collector.
Blockies are taking over, by the way. Like I went from not knowing what a blocky was to like having 7 people mention them, and now I'm like, okay, I guess blockies is like a thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and they just
you
picked
didn't
up the
see the
Mega Man
challenge.
license.
I just bought another one today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You were saying you got the so
The
I
Transformers
think
one.
Talib and Rowdy kind of single-handedly have just done more advertising for them than anybody.
Wow, that's very true.
they're nice. That's nice stuff, guys.
Yeah, but to the collector, the 24-hour stream will happen in the future. I just have to find the charity that we want to do it for.
24 hours.
So when we did the 6-hour one, it came up to like that we should do a 24-hour one. I was like, I don't mind doing it, but it has to go to a like a charity, right? It has to go to a charity.
Yeah.
Make it a thing.
Charity.
Yeah, if
is-
it's going to charity, that gives you a little more like.
Yeah, I was like, it's worth it then, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
worth it. It's
for
like
me,
you
it's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it for myself. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But if
Charity
it's
is
going to a good
typically
cause,
dancing on the main stage.
Yeah.
Tower.
Tiffany on the main stage.
I mean, we'll bring in a lot of people because I already know I can't do.
Be like one of them Jerry Lewis marathons.
Oh, it's gonna be shifts. There's no way.
Watch
Oh,
me
yeah.
juggle.
Jiggle?
Watch, yeah, I can do that too.
Did you say jiggle?
Yes, I said jiggle.
All right, guys. Again, thank you very much, Hatter. We got to do a part 2. We'll figure that out. I'll
Yes.
get to you. I'll
I
slide
had a
into your
good
DM.
time. I
Yeah,
had a
we
good
did too.
time.
Actually,
Thank
that
you
was a lot
very
of fun.
much, guys. Thanks for inviting me, and thank you, chat, for showing up. And chat knows the deal, right? Like, if you are in this chat, you did sign up to purchase a Flipboard. So thank you, everybody in the chat, for being and
Hey, but don't push it until tomorrow because I'm buying mine in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the good news is you can choose which Flipboard, but you are now legally.
Binded.
There was a thing that you agreed, so you will be legally bound. So thank you for that too, chat. And yeah, guys, let's make it happen again.
But before we leave, we do have another announcement, which we've already announced, but I'm going to announce it again. Grindhouse Toys is going to be next Friday, and then we have our normal open mic night on Tuesday nights. But Monday is the debut of our new show.
Oh,
Monday night.
A
at
new show?
10:15.
What?
We've already announced this, Max. You don't remember?
What? What are you talking about?
he wasn't here Friday.
Go with the fucking bit, Abby.
My bad. My bad.
If you do a 3-minute intro with that, I'm gonna have a seizure. I swear to God.
I've already
Broke
made the
out.
song for the intro. I'm going to the beach tomorrow, right? So 7 in the morning, my wife is waking my ass up, and she's like, "We're going to the beach." I was like, "All right, done."
So
Tomorrow is
6
a great.
hours.
Tomorrow, it's a great. I feel like it'll be a great beach day tomorrow.
Oh yeah, especially
This is the Atlantic. That they don't have real.
Oh, they don't have great beach
at
days.
all. No.
I mean, I grew up in Florida, and I can attest to that.
Yeah, I mean, we have great beach. I don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's supposed to get,
there you
it's
go.
supposed to get nasty.
I grew up at Virginia Beach, dude. I love that beach. That was an amazing
Oh,
beach.
there you go.
Yeah,
That
but
is a beach.
yeah, that's an amazing beach. The longest boardwalk in the East Coast for sure. But our new show is on Monday at 10:15 p.m. ran by Talib here, and we have Anna, who's going to be our
Anna's going to be the first guest host /
auditioner, because we are taking auditions for the show, right?
Was
So
Anna your costumey girl?
no,
That's-
no, that was
Anna's
Jenna.
Anna's a friend of mine.
I thought you mentioned that was like a host or something. Okay.
No, yeah, Jenna is a host. Yeah, she's
Got it.
she's on Tuesdays with us.
Copy that.
Yeah, you should jump in on Tuesday as well. That's an open mic. Come in, cause chaos, and leave. It's always great times.
That's what I do, guys. Cause chaos. It's my brand.
But again, thank you to the chat. You guys are always awesome. It's all about the. Gotta find that button again.
Community.
Yeah, and we
And
for the most part 60 to 70 strong. So good viewership tonight.
Nice. Good. That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about your subs.
But for the members, come check out the members only. We'll start in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, probably a little sooner just because it's getting late. But again, peace out, guys. Thank you, Matt Hatter. Thank
Bye,
you for being here.
guys.
See you guys.
Thanks, Hatter.
Bye.
Yeah.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.